Today's episode is brought to you by our good friend and sponsor Brian Miller over at United Real Estate Chicago, the only realtor Mike and I trust when buying or selling a home. Links are in the description below.
Are you thinking about buying or selling a home? Or maybe you just have questions about the real estate market. Hi, I'm Brian Miller, and I'm a licensed real estate professional serving the Chicagoland area. People know to call me when they need a problem solved. Through research, troubleshooting, and asking the right questions, there isn't an issue that we can't overcome together. If you're buying, I'll help you find the home that fits your wants and needs. If you're ready to sell, my goal is to get your home in front of the masses and do everything it takes to net you the most money. Since entering the industry in 2014, I've experienced navigating various types of markets, as well as assisting clients with short sales, probates, and selling homes that have been sitting on the market. In other words, if you want to work with an award-winning real estate agent, make the process as easy and stress-free as possible, you've come to the right place. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm Brian Miller, and I can't wait to connect with you.
Hey, welcome to IMO in my opinion with J&M. We have a very special guest with us sitting across from me. We have the Brooklyn Brawler here with us. Round of applause. There he is. The Brooklyn Brawler is here in studio with us.
Anybody remembers him?
Probably not. We'll shut them up. Thank you guys for the applause.
Well, I chose the Brooklyn Brawler. First of all, I feel like I got invited to a Halloween party, and I was the only one that got the memo. Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't tell anybody else. So to be fair.
Well, that makes sense now. You were supposed to be what? Randy Savage with the tassels and all that shit?
Yeah, I was going to try it, but.
Yeah, I'm the Brooklyn Brawler. He taught us two lessons, that guy. If you get your ass whooped, keep on keeping on. Keep on wrestling. You know, and the other one was, if you're a Yankees fan, you're a loser.
Where'd you come up with this shit?
I mean, he was a Yankees fan, right?
He was a Yankees fan?
Yeah.
I don't even really remember the Brooklyn.
No.
He was a Red Sox character for a while, too.
Was he?
He turned. Yeah.
Oh.
Very, very short-lived.
In case we heard voices without showing them, I have two guests today.
In my head.
We have another returner. Danny's been here a few times with us. Hanging out. We also this time have his tag team partner with him, and I'll let him introduce himself.
I am Javier Ledezma, one half of the Bad Hombre Cartel, Xavier DeFaust.
Salud, cabrones.
He's the mouthpiece, right?
He's the mouthpiece. Yeah,
A little bit.
Yep.
And Danny, who are you? Even though I already said your name.
Danny's a muscle.
I am Danny Villegas.
He's the enforcer of the group.
Yeah, I don't really do much.
You don't do much?
Nah. Don't do
So
shit.
you guys are professional wrestlers. Wow, that beer just spilled. I mean, I look like I pissed myself.
Yeah. It's all right.
So you guys are professional wrestlers,
Yes, sir.
Wrestlers.
right? How long have you guys been doing it?
15 years, bro.
Su puta madre.
Su puta madre.
15
I have
years.
I still don't really actually know, but I have just a little bit more than Danny. I probably no more than a year.
And how old are you guys now?
I'm 40.
40?
39.
So 40, basically.
Bro, I'm 39. Why you gotta hit me with the 40,
I'm sorry.
bro?
I'm sorry.
Why you
Hey,
gotta I'm not there, bro. I
Don't
am
pile
not
drive
there.
me
Those
into
are-
the.
You
Those
guys
are
hit me.
Prime wrestling years, right?
Yeah.
late 30s.
I mean,
Man.
I don't know. I mean, wrestlers kind of go for a long time. So
Yeah, not
That's
me,
what I'm
bro.
saying.
I'm already 1 foot out the door.
Yeah.
really,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Ric Flair's still fucking doing it.
Danny's
He's
been
like
one foot out the
70.
door for
Flair's
years.
not doing
man.
it.
I have been one
Ric
up.
Flair was just talking about doing one more fucking match, bro. Not too long ago.
Yeah, he was.
Like that.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know why.
I don't know either.
I don't know why.
I'm confused. There's a lot of old wrestlers that I don't understand why they still do this shit. Like he's one of them. Excuse me. Jeff Hardy's another one. Matt Hardy's another one.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho. I mean,
CM Punk.
Yes.
CM Punk.
We said we were going to talk. We said we were going to talk
into
about
it.
this.
We're easing in. We're easing in. I wanted to start on a positive note. Your guys' career, this motherfucker got to throw
Balls
his
deep in
CM
there.
Punk real quick.
I want to ram it in there.
That sounded personal. So you guys have been wrestling for how many years again?
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a fucking long time. John, how long have you been lifting weights? Nobody cares.
I care, John.
All
How
right.
many years?
All right, The Rock.
How long you been lift? I care, bro.
Like 19 years.
Yeah.
Drug free. Drug free.
Something that who can't say?
God, can you imagine if I took drugs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You might actually have abs.
Yeah. Oh, which by the way, I was mortified that you told these guys I look like Otis.
Oh, you heard that?
Out of all people, Otis.
I'm not gonna.
Come
Hey,
on.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When he said that, I was like, "That's fucked up, bro.
That is fucked up.
That's fucked up."
You're gonna get up
That's
and
fucked up.
you're gonna get up and grind.
Seriously.
No,
like, you gotta do
hell
the
no.
worm or something. Seriously.
I mean, you could have picked so many people.
Who else in the WWE or AEW do you
I don't know
think
who's
you
got
look
a
like?
big. Who's that?
Who's got a big dick? That's what he
I
sounded like he
was
was
gonna
getting
say
ready to say.
that.
That's like he was
I
getting ready to
appreciate
say.
that. I didn't say that, but I appreciate that.
That's what, dude. It sounded like you were getting ready to say that. You're like,
No,
"Who's
no.
got a big?"
I was gonna say, like,
who knows what?
Who's that guy? EJ, the black dude. The
You're not
that's
black,
part
bro.
Of the, no,
You
no,
ain't
but
black.
body wise, body
Look, man,
composition.
you look exactly like how Sheamus is gonna look about 10 years after he retires.
That's a good point.
I'll take that, but fucking Otis, man.
It's the first thing that popped into my head. Come on. That was a joke. Come on.
I'll say.
Come
You know what?
on.
I'll say Big E.
That's what he was
That's
looking
the guy.
for.
Big
That's
E.
the guy. Yeah.
No.
Big E.
Biggie got
I'm
abs.
closer to him than freaking Otis.
No, I would say you're closer to
But
Otis.
but the chesticles are on point, just like Biggie.
Yeah, they're kind of shaped like
look at the
that.
chest.
Pops too.
They got those sitting over their gut titties going on.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's fucked
How
up,
do you
bro.
get your
I'm
pecs to
sorry.
go all the way around your back?
You know what it is that I'm really disappointed I could never be like him. That's what it is.
Man,
Very disappointed.
Disappointed I can't be 6'3", but it is what it is.
here we
right?
are. Yeah.
These are the
Fucking
cards we were dealt, bro.
Yeah.
Didn't you make fun of me like a little while ago saying how I was an ugly ass kid or some
no,
shit?
No, I tell
Wow.
people you look like Tayshaun Prince
Now
from
from the Detroit Pistons,
Yeah,
I don't look like Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah, you do.
I've had people say,
Tayshaun Prince doesn't want to look like Tayshaun Prince, bro.
listen,
Yeah, well,
I've heard people say that I look like fucking Andrew Tate for some fucking reason. Don't know why.
no.
Like if I wore
Really?
glasses,
Whoa.
I don't know. I guess it's the beard.
What the
I don't know.
fuck?
I've had that. I have the whole Carlos Arroyo thing. That was a thing at one point.
Carlos Roy. Who's that?
He's like one of the most famous Puerto Rican basketball players of all time. But the fact that no one knows about him should say a lot about
Yeah.
that. Right?
Yeah.
But so wrestling. Let's get into wrestling because I'm very, very fascinated by wrestling because that's a very tough entertainment. I don't know, sport. What are we calling
It's
this?
a
Sport.
sport. It's a
Okay,
sport.
I want to make sure we're correct here
It's a
because
sport.
weightlifting is an activity. So we got to make sure we're correct here.
You know what? Fucking tables match right now, John and Miguel.
Yeah.
Bro.
I mean, you're dressed to go, bro.
Let's do it.
Hey, Dominic Mysterio can fight. I'm good. I'm there. If he can fucking do it, I got his body type. I got
I don't even know about that.
Dominic Mysterio's body type.
Can you grow his hair?
No, that I can't.
Wow.
He's got the
You
he'll
see?
grow the Hogan hair.
This is what. Hey, see, the guests cannot insult the host. That's not how this works.
Sorry, bro.
Hogan
Don't
hair.
ever invite me back on your podcast. Boy, I want to bring my joke book.
Page 1. Fuck you. Page 2. Fuck you some more.
So how'd you guys get into it as a tag team? Like, how'd you guys meet? How'd you guys start working together? And was the chemistry there to begin with?
Chemistry was always there because when we met, we were the only two Latinos. Well,
So you guys met in the business?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember walking into the company we work at now, Pow Entertainment, and Danny was training to have his debut. So like I said, I was already about a year in, and he was wearing like all this baggy clothes, whatnot, and I didn't realize he was like in shape. I just thought he was like some Hispanic baggy clothes. I thought he was fat. And then
Dick.
what is it? I know, right? What a
Now I
dick.
am.
But I said hello to him, and we every time that we ever saw each other in the locker room, we always said hello. It was always there. Like friendship was always there. And over the years, like they just had like different characters for us, and it was just like I always felt like there was a moment in time that we both had no direction whatsoever. They had him paired up with someone else, and they had me paired up with some baby faces, and it's just not me, man. I being a baby face for me was just horrible. It was the worst time of my career.
1 second, Jonathan. You do know what baby face means?
Yeah. So
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
So you know heels,
Yeah.
baby faces.
yes.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
Continue.
can't-
I want to make sure he
You
understands.
can't question the only man that came dressed up as a
Yeah.
wrestler.
I know, right?
man?
Just put him on the spot like that.
He doesn't
And
know
then
that
somebody
shit.
so obscure as fucking this guy.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I still wish we
I
were.
will
Give
do
him
my
more
Macho
credit.
Man one
You
day.
know, to give the Brooklyn Brawler some credit, he is the yardstick of a lot of pro wrestlers. When they came in, they're like, put him against the Brawler, see what he could do.
He's the greatest jobber of all time.
Yeah, I don't ever like calling him a jobber because he was the yardstick. He's the guy that basically gave you the thumbs up or down, like when you were like coming into WWE.
Yeah.
If you couldn't work against the Brawler, you weren't gonna have a job. So that he was always kind of like, okay, cool. He would always go to Vince or whomever the producers were, and he's like, yeah, this guy can work. Okay, cool, awesome. Let him come in, and we'll see what he can do with other guys. But he
Yeah.
was always the first person that they would work. So give yourself some credit for your after, bro.
All right.
There you
Appreciate
go. There
it.
you go. There you go. That's
There
all
you
the
go.
credit you're
There
gonna
you
get
go.
today.
That's all the credit you're gonna. He's all thumbs up, his cheesy smile, and everything. He's like,
All right.
"Eh,
You
ya
go,
ves,
bro.
cabrón."
Right.
So
Your white big E ass, bro. There you go, dog. Flex that shit.
I'll take it. I'll
There you
take
go,
it.
man.
the white biggie, nice.
But yeah, so getting back on track. So I felt like we both didn't have a whole lot of direction, and I hated being a babyface. I hated walking around smiling and trying to high five people. It wasn't for me. Like it just felt dirty afterwards. Like it just wasn't for me. I wanted to be an asshole. Like I wanted to go over there and tell that person to shut the fuck up or whatever it was. Right? I hated being a baby. And Danny at the time had a manager. Was it still D-Bag?
Yeah.
D-Bag was
Yeah,
still the manager at the time?
Yeah, it didn't fit at all.
Yeah, no, he had like a manager. It just didn't work. And I begged the owner. I was like, man, I'm done being a baby, man. Like, just put me somewhere else. I don't care where. And after a while, like the people that I was managing during that time, because I was a manager, they were cool dudes. And I had a blast working with them. Character-wise, I just didn't dig it. And he goes, I think we're going to put you with Danny. And like, it was one of those things where I think he was just like, this will shut him up. And the moment he said that, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, put me with Danny. And it was like, I sank my teeth right into that one. I was like, I think we can do some fun stuff. And we weren't what we were now when we first got together. It was completely different. It was not until Donald Trump went around and started talking shit that we kind of had an identity. Because beforehand, we were together, we were having fun, and we were doing our thing, but we didn't really have an identity at the time.
Yeah.
And being heels, I guess, man, it actually would benefit you to do the whole Trump thing, right? Because it's like,
because after he, when he came out and was talking about the whole, bad hombres and shit like that, you know,
right.
that's where we got the name. That's where we kind of took it and ran with it and called ourselves the Bad Hombre Cartel.
as long as y'all don't throw paper towels at Puerto Ricans, you're good.
No.
We weren't pro-Trump. We were like, basically the idea was, the moment he said that,
No judgment here. Just that's
Yeah.
why this is a judgment-free
yeah,
zone.
the idea was we
Fuck
heard
that.
him say that, and we're like, oh my God, he's basically talking about Hispanics. And we were already working in a very heavy white areas. Like we were walking already, and they were already booing us to begin with, just based on our, the color of our skin.
No, we're in
So,
white areas. Me and
yeah.
him were the only Latinos in the company and in the crowd.
Yeah.
We were the only two. So,
So
yeah.
we were already hated to begin with, So when that happened, Danny's sister gave him a shirt that said "Bad Hombre" on the chest. And he shows up, and I swear, I don't remember vividly like the time frame, but I want to say it was like within the week of that happening. And we're at a show, and I look at it, and I go, "Holy shit, dude! Where'd you get that shirt? That's hilarious!" Because I found that that speech that he said, that portion of his speech, I found it funny as hell. So when he showed up with it, I cracked up, and I said, "Where'd you get that?" He goes, "My sister got it for me." I'm like, "Oh shit!" I went home, and I said, "Dude, we got something here." He's like, "Why?" Like, I think we could do something. We must have like taken a couple of days just tossing around names. I'm like, "Hey, Danny, what do you think of this? Hey, Danny, what do you think of that?" I don't know. And we just kind of said cartel, and we were kind of both like, maybe let's try something else. And just nothing else had the same ring. And he goes, "Dude, I like cartel." I didn't want to do cartel in the beginning because there had already been other groups, other factions that called themselves some sort of variation of a cartel.
The cartel, el cartel,
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
So I just didn't want to do it. And I
los
was just like,
cartel.
But nothing
That's so
sounded
rad.
better. It's like we couldn't come up with anything that had a better ring to it. So we're like, I guess we're the Bad Hombre Cartel. And after that, we showed up. We didn't even pitch it to the owner. We just started showing up dressed as it, like wearing. We got a T-shirt made, the whole 9 yards.
Fuck it, yeah.
And all of a sudden, except I think it was always like, Ruthless Ramon with Xavier Faust. And then all of a sudden, they start seeing us walk in dressed together, like the same thing, and the characters and all that. And then little by little, like it just popped up in the flyers, Battle Ray Cartel. Like we never told them, hey, we want to change our name or anything. We just did it.
Oh shit!
That's awesome.
And then, because I was just doing singles and he was managing me. And then just, when was it when we started tagging? 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
It was originally supposed to be before COVID.
Yeah.
They already had ideas. They had already talked to us about like working together as a tag team. And then COVID happened and didn't really work out. So when that happened, when COVID was starting to wind down, and we were starting to work on a more regular basis, then that's when they're like, hey, we got these ideas for these for the tag team. And we're like, all right, cool, let's do it. I'm willing to work. So we started doing tag team matches, and little by little, it just started snowballing and like getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now it is what we are now.
And I loved it because I was like, now you're taking all the bumps, motherfucker, because I'm fucking hurting over here.
It's like,
So
to me, my body was fresher, so I'm like, fuck it, bring it on.
do you guys feel that your guys' tag team division? Okay, so you wrestled individually. You also did?
I mostly managed,
single?
but I mean, throughout my career, I've wrestled, managed, done commentary, you name it, I've done it.
Okay. Do you think? Because again, I'm not a wrestler, obviously. Right?
I thought we were.
I'm not. You are.
Nacho and
You play one on
Skeleto.
TV.
Yeah, bro, there you go.
Skeletor?
Nacho Libre and Skeletor.
That's what we were thinking about.
Yeah,
I was
bro.
thinking about dressing up like that, but
But you can't grow hair. God damn.
Put a wig on.
didn't they pull his hair in the movie too?
Yeah.
And I get to
Look what they did to my
baptize you.
hairs.
I get to baptize you. That's
Man,
great.
I don't know why you always have to be judgy.
Pretty good.
Why you gotta go to the baptizing thing right away, man?
Because I believe in science. So check it out. So the reason
aliens.
so the reason I was saying that was because, like, as a viewer, right, the most important title in wrestling is the heavyweight champion. Now, obviously, that's subjective, but I would argue the majority of people watch whoever's heavyweight champion, right? So you guys as tag team wrestlers, and you were a singles wrestler, do you feel lesser than? How do you guys feel in the card? In the card?
Hell no. You know why?
Why?
Me and Danny always said, as long as we get hated more than anyone in the company, it does not
That's all.
fucking
That's
matter.
all we cared
As long
about.
as you get heat.
As long as we were hated,
John,
that's all we
heat
fucking cared
means-
about.
I feel like I gotta explain all these terms
Yes.
to John.
Dude, I remember sitting, and I can't remember exactly what happened, but I just remember one day sitting at a show, and it was, I think it might have been a T-Wood or something, but we came back through the crowd, and the company has some pretty good heels, and we went out there, we did some fucked up shit. I can't remember what it was, but we got booed and whatnot, and I remember going back there, and we were early on in the card. I think we were like maybe second or third. We weren't first, and there's a few matches after that, and they came out and they had their spots, and people got booed, but I didn't hear. Maybe it was me trying, being selective and like being proud of the work that we had just done. But I remember just not hearing anyone get booed louder than we did. And I just like had to smirk. I'm like, oh shit, we're onto something here, because we're going out there and we're being complete pricks.
But that would have to be just as much as getting a crazy pop, just the opposite, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just as fucking important, I would
Yeah.
argue, right?
I mean, there's a picture. This is one of my favorite pictures that Danny's ever had. I think might have been the day that we won the tag titles. There's a guy that's so angry looking at Danny, and he's
flipping me off.
flipping him off. Like they're like 3 feet away from each other. And he's flipping him off, and Danny's got the title,
I'm
and
smiling.
he's just smiling at him like this. And I'm all like, that's freaking awesome. I love that.
Try to stay close
Yes.
to the mic because
The picture is just freaking awesome. It's one of my favorite pictures.
That's awesome, man. I mean, I'm not criticizing. I'm just looking at it from the outside in.
Right.
I've always wondered how wrestlers.
We've never cared about titles.
Okay.
Never.
I've always wondered it because, again, obviously there's, when you look at the big companies, you look at WWE and those people, like, I've always heard stories about people that tag teams that wanted to kind of go on singles runs, and they had pretty good successful single runs. Like, let's say Matt Hardy had a pretty good singles run. Edge had a really good singles run or whatever. So would you guys want to try singles again, or you guys are pretty content? And
I mean, I'm I mean, I did singles for so long. I'm pretty content with staying as a tag team.
Less bumps.
Less bumps. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's been the main reason why there's less bumps. But
so you guys aren't doing high, what is it?
motherfucker
Death-defying
is,
leaps and shit.
he can do that, not me.
Pile drivers on the
He's
apron.
doing moonsaults and shit.
I hate moonsaulting.
Yeah,
I will.
But you will
do
do
it.
it.
I've done it in the past. I won't ever do it again. I don't like. So it's a mental thing. Like I hurt myself once doing a moonsault. I landed right on my nose.
You did the Brock Lesnar thing.
Yeah.
No, he landed on his head.
Yeah. So the
he
thing
didn't even
was,
fucking flip. He just went straight.
yeah. No, is
You forgot that
I
part.
have this idea that if I can't see where I'm going, I don't want to do it. So if we're talking going forward, like elbow off the top, frog splash, big splash off the top, friggin' forward somersault, whatever it may be, as long as I can see where I'm going, I'll do it. Like going backwards, not for me.
So what's the craziest bump or spot you guys have been in? Either together or by yourselves or single?
My craziest was a power bomb off the top of a cage.
Power bomb off the top of the
a
cage.
Yeah, where I'm standing
Onto
on
the floor?
onto the mat.
Onto the mat. So you're
Yeah.
going through.
Yeah. So.
Are you talking about like not Hell in a Cell? I'm thinking Hell in a Cell.
No, yeah, like a
Hell in a Cell?
like a Hell in a Cell type, like a cage.
Okay.
So I'm at the very top of the cage. Cage is like 15 feet up in the air.
Uh-huh.
So I'm standing on the top of the
Hell,
cage,
motherfucker, no.
and then my opponent is standing on the top rope. So he has me, and he just jumps, and then I just went. And
So you're at the height of the top of
and
the
then
cage.
I landed right on the neck and back of my head. That's where I blacked out and got a concussion.
Su
Por
puta
pendejo.
madre.
Por pendejo. And then that
Man.
same match, right before that happened, I took the same opponent because it was a triple threat cage match. I took a power slam off the top of the cage where I was on the top of
No
the cage.
aprende, que no aprendes, no aprendes.
Well, and the thing
Por
was,
pendejo.
so then I did the first move happened was I was the power slam on top of the cage. I climbed up. I went over the cage to climb down, but then the opponent got up and cut me off, picked me up to the top of the cage. I was literally sitting, I had my ass on the very top of the cage, and he climbed up and he grabbed me and we just jumped to the top and we did a power slam and we landed like rib to rib, so it knocked the wind out of both of us. That was Rick Crossing. We landed rib to rib. And then like 2 minutes later, we do the spot because I'm still down selling. And then he's with the other guy.
Selling.
And then
You're really down.
Yeah.
That wasn't selling.
So
That
then
wasn't selling.
They
That
do
was
their thing.
Real.
And as I'm getting up from that, I climb back to the top of the cage to get out. And that's when we do the powerbomb spot. And I land the back of my neck head. Fucking
That's
black out.
crazy. John, would you do that? You're a big guy. Would you wrestle?
Back then I was a little crazy. You know, I'm a masochist. I don't know to that extent. I
You got
don't
it,
know.
John. You got it, bro.
You're a big guy though,
Fuck
bro.
yeah,
You
bro.
put it like this: you're a big dude. I mean, you're not that tall. I'd be your only downfall. Because if you were as tall as I am,
Yeah.
you'd be almost protected like the Giants would. Like they don't take
Yeah.
bumps like that.
Yeah.
But since you're rather small,
Dude, you got 3 short guys against 1 tall guy right now.
I mean, I'm not. Hey, I'm gonna wave the white flag. Hey, nah,
You
I'm
guys
good.
noticed the elbow pads already went off?
He took off the elbow pad.
Oh yeah,
bro.
they were cutting off the circular on these fucking pythons.
He's
these
about
fucking,
to do the people's elbow.
Yeah, I was about to say he's a rock fan.
the rock,
secretly,
baby.
dude.
Here we go.
He's a rock fan.
You know goddamn well there's 2
You
people.
know, he's
I
a really
do
big.
not
You do know he is a
I
huge.
don't care.
He is a huge.
I do not
rock
like The
fan.
Rock. I mean, CM Punk, he's all right. I'll give him that.
Curious.
We're not even- we're not
Why
even
don't you
there
like
yet.
The Rock?
We're
I'm
not
curious.
even there
on that.
yet, but
I'm
we'll,
like, I
we'll go.
get it. Some people, like some things, but like, why
it
is it?
has
that-
nothing to do with the wrestling. Just if maybe you
That's
should
it.
take steroids.
He hates the fact
Just
that,
admit it.
that he's jacked and he says he never took
Dude.
or he didn't take
Dude,
he's not on
Dude, if
steroids.
there was no like negative side effects, I'd be on steroids right now, looking all fucking
For
fine
real.
as shit.
And I'd be fine saying
Steroids
it.
don't make you fine, motherfucker.
Hold on.
Oh, Jack.
Listen, again, we're gonna get into this
Pinche
debate like we
guapo.
always do. Right? Listen. Mira, here's the problem.
Yeah.
Does he have to tell you? Is the question.
He doesn't have to, no.
Okay, so if he doesn't have to tell you, why do you want to know?
The last time me and John had a conversation about this the last time I was here.
I think so.
Yeah, and John, I remember you told me, you're like, just don't fucking sit there and say that, all the hard work you're putting in and all these late night workouts has got you to where you got to.
Yeah.
You're using enhancements to
Yeah.
get you there too, So that's what he said.
Sure.
I don't care.
But
I still love the Rock.
My question remains:
Uh,
does he owe you an
He
explanation?
doesn't owe me nothing.
So then,
But-
what's the point here? What's the point?
The whole
Does
point is
Arnold
everybody knows.
He's
Did
an
Arnold
actor.
owe you an explanation for when he used steroids?
No, he already said he took steroids.
Not at the time.
No.
So then what was the point? So if The Rock tells you 30 years from now, when he's done and retired, not an actor anymore, and he tells you, I use PEDs, you're going to be okay with it?
I'd love him. Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Contradiction right there.
I'm serious, right?
That's a contradiction right there.
He's an action movie star, bro. I want my action movie stars to look like they could break people in half, not like they could like tickle someone. I'm all cool with him being looking like.
I look at it.
I was fine with it too.
I don't
Just-
mind being tickled. As long as it's in the right spot.
In the gooch. In the gooch.
In the tank.
What is it, wife? If you're listening,
You're getting free game, right?
me gustan las cosquillas.
Babe, I'm looking right at you.
I don't think she's gonna like the fact
No,
that
she-
your
she-
tag team partner is the man you spend a lot of time with is telling you what to do.
Listen. As long as you're not breaking a rule, I don't give a fuck what you do.
He's not breaking
So
the rule.
when he was in the WWE, he wasn't. I don't know if he did when he was younger. I don't know.
They all did, bro.
But before
They
the
all
rules
did.
changed,
In
then
the
they
fucking
started doing
Attitude
tests.
Era, they all did.
Sure. So when they started testing and all that shit, if he wasn't breaking the rule, fine, right? He's an actor.
Mm-hmm.
There is no test done.
I honestly don't even give a shit if they do it.
I don't. Like Javier said, if there wasn't like it wasn't bad for you, I'd be fucking on it all fucking 24/7, 365.
Let me tell you, it has nothing to do with if he's taking it or not. I don't care.
You just feel that he's dishonest.
Yeah, don't tell people, oh, I'm this shape because I work out at
So,
3
let me ask you a
a.m. and
question.
this and that. Come on.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think do you follow him on Instagram? Probably not.
No, not really.
You follow
Hell
him on
no.
Instagram?
I mean, what
No,
the
I do.
fuck?
You
I
follow
hate
him. I follow him. You follow him on Instagram? How often do you see him working out?
all the
All
fucking
the time.
time.
All the
Okay.
time.
Now wait. If he was a little less big and clean, would you have a problem then? I mean, even if he did it, but he was just a little less. I mean, he does put in the work.
He does. He fucking
He is
No,
in
he
the
does.
gym.
He does work.
motherfucker has his own traveling gym.
I did as I know, right?
What, man?
Bro,
But the body breaks down.
I
see?
agree with you.
And how much of that? Why is he still going on? Because he has testosterone in his system.
probably.
Because he has HGH.
Sure.
How would he look if he was off of it?
Well, look at him on the fucking what movie was that? The Game Plan, where he played football.
He was still
wasn't
young,
that big.
though. He wasn't
No.
as big.
No.
But that's what he's
No,
saying.
hell
Or
He's saying
the
that-
one Walking Tall. He wasn't big there. Or he was
No,
big, but not like that.
Yeah. I mean,
But that's what he's
nobody
arguing.
gets
He's-
bigger as they
I
get older.
agree with you. He must be taking something. I agree with you because I don't think
So
the human.
stop treating us like idiots.
But no, he's not saying go out and fucking do steroids. He's just saying go
he
to the
should
gym.
be. He should
Yeah.
be.
If
All
was-
he's saying
if he was
is
the
go to the
spokesman for
gym.
steroids, I'd be like, give me some of that.
Fuck
Listen,
yeah.
literally,
Yeah, I would
am
too.
am I wrong? All he says
No,
is
you-
go
you
to
got-
the
no,
gym.
you got
He's
a
not
point.
saying you're gonna fucking look like me.
Right. He's just saying no matter what,
It's
just put in that dedication. no
insinuation.
matter- yeah.
It's insinuating that.
I mean, he
you're
has
gonna look
he
like
has
me.
girls in some of his Under Armour commercials. They're never gonna look like him. So how is he encouraging them,
He's just training, like you said, he's training about putting in the work.
dude? I
You
understand that he's like 50 years old, and he looks better now than he did when he was in his early fucking 30s or
better
or
now than he ever did
mid-20s.
in any of his wrestling.
Any of his
days.
wrestling. I understand. And is he probably getting testosterone? Yes, because
It's not
the
probably,
human.
it is.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
Because the human body only could do so much. Pretty soon, you're going to be doing the same shit.
What's that?
Taking testosterone if you're not taking it already.
No.
How old are you, John?
40.
Let's go look in the
About
bathroom.
Another 10 years.
Let's go see how many
I saw syringes when I took a piss before I came in here. Though.
Damn.
syringes lying around and
That's
shit.
heroin.
Oh, really?
Don't worry about that.
Well, since we crossed the threshold of the WWE, oh man, there was great news in the WWE.
Why does he got to look at me and smirk before he says it?
Dude, I swear if I had it, man. Oh my god. So CM Punk is in the WWE. That's been headlines for the last
that?
like 3 weeks.
I fucking love
Who's
it.
that?
I love it.
Phil
Dude,
Brooks.
I was laying on my couch watching Survivor Series. Or
Survivor Series.
Yeah, Survivor Series. And I see the match ending. And you know, they already bring up the fucking ending
The logo,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like, I'm just laying on my couch. All right, whatever. You know, and then all of a sudden, I'm thinking it's about to fucking go to black. All of a sudden, you hear
And
that
cult the
fucking.
personality
I literally popped up. Whoa,
Su
shit.
puta madre.
Hey, but you know what? No, fuck that. Don't let him fucking do it. I texted him. I go, bro, I just fucking popped. He goes, I'm not gonna lie, so did I. You're lying.
Dude, okay, so here's the question. I know you're in already, but do you think he is
He's
a
looking at
positive-
you like he wants to hit you.
I'm serious, he's gonna
Oh,
throw
no,
a
no, no, I'm
chair at
waiting.
it.
I'm waiting.
Feel
So-
free. Feel
So
free.
okay, let's start earlier then. Let's say, what is your opinion on Phil Brooks, CM Punk? Jonathan, you start with you. Besides the fact that you think you could beat his ass.
I mean,
I heard you had a chance, but you backed off.
Yeah, you backed
I
out.
don't. When did I have a chance?
When we had an autograph signing with him,
I was supposed to fight him there.
that's all you were saying behind me. He's like,
Dude,
I could whoop
dude,
his
I
ass.
got your
could
back.
whoop his ass.
I didn't want to embarrass him in front of his fans.
Dude, I got
That's
your
a
back.
bad look. There was kids there.
What do you think of CM Punk?
No, he's a good wrestler. He's self-made. You can't hate a person like that, but yeah, or you can.
We should probably
Or
go to
apparently
John,
you can.
you, then me, because he's about to go on a long rant.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah.
We'll go that route.
Yeah.
We'll go that route.
So I don't. Yeah, I don't mind him. I think he's.
Did you watch any of his runs at all? You're not really into wrestling like that.
No, but I can respect that. He wasn't like the company man, the man the company wanted to fucking take
That
over,
would
but
be
he
the
did it
company
anyway.
man, but okay.
I mean, yeah. But so you got to respect him in that sense. But, yeah, it was the whole UFC thing. I don't know what he was doing there, but yeah,
Dude, you got to give him credit. He fucking tried.
I was about to say that.
I
You
mean,
got to
You
give
would
Yeah.
never.
You
You
gotta
would
give him
never
credit.
do it.
you're crazy.
You
What?
wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it. Wait.
What?
No, mames.
Dude,
You wouldn't.
everyone-
Are you
You wouldn't
nuts?
fucking win the
Yeah,
UFC.
apparently, you don't
Wait.
know me.
Wait,
You don't know
wait.
me.
If you were Phil Brooks' age,
Yeah.
at the time he went in there, you're not doing it.
How old
And you
was
would
he?
fare
How old
just
was
as-
he?
He was he's like what, 38 now? Almost 40 years
No,
old
he's
right
past
now?
40.
He's past 40?
He's
I'll
over
do it
40.
right now at 40.
And you're going to get your ass kicked worse than he did.
Like you said.
I don't even think that's
Oh,
possible.
you would break that mold.
I would land the punch.
No,
One
you-
punch
no,
at
you
least.
would not.
Who am I fighting?
Mickey Gall, whooping your ass.
Mickey Gall doesn't
Whooping
even
your
fight
ass.
anymore.
He'll
Give
come
me
back and
somebody
whoop
else.
your ass. Mike
Mickey Gall,
Jones,
yeah,
the guy, Mike Jackson, the other guy who beat him. He'll whoop your
No,
ass too.
I don't. Not like they did.
Dude, you
him.
know what that's like? That would be like me playing Scalabrini. He's still gonna fucking
No,
kick my
that's
ass in
different.
basketball.
That's different.
You're gonna get your ass spanked.
I
I
agree
would
with-
pay a lot of money to
I
see
agree
that.
with you,
though.
though.
I would do it.
You'd pay
Pay
a lot of
me.
money to see him get spanked.
I mean, that's basically what it would be. I mean, it'd be an ass. I'm sorry. I apologize. Was that a little weird? I'm sorry.
little
I'm
weird.
sorry. I apologize. to our
Fucking
viewers.
pay me now. I'll
we're
spank
not
him right now, dude.
They-
Fucking pay me now, dog. What you gonna give
You
me?
gotta do it with my belt though.
I don't give a fuck. What you gonna give me?
Hey, are you sure there's not a casting couch?
That's right, bro.
That's
We
the-
did say it's a casting couch.
Hey, that's the
That's
logo.
why you brought us.
Yeah.
That's the closing logo.
That's
That's,
it.
that's the thing. Dude, you get your ass kicked, bro. Let's be real, bro.
But
You're gonna
like
get
you
your
said
ass
though,
kicked.
I honestly, everyone shitted on him for that, dude. I was like, no, I give the man props. He left something that he did for his whole life.
I laughed.
To do something that not a lot of people would. Yeah, he lost, but he still fucking did it.
Correct. I mean, again, think about it. Think of the age he went to try to do this.
I understand that.
So then, why are you bashing
No, I'm
him
giving.
so hard
I'm
for
not
this?
bashing. I think he should have thought
Not
of
have
it a
done it?
little
Sure.
bit more. He shouldn't have done it. And I mean,
No.
I give him props for doing it,
I'm
but
gonna
he
tell
should
you
have
what he should have
thought
done.
through it.
What he should have done
Yeah.
is done what Dave Bautista did
What's that?
and go to a smaller league to test yourself out and not embarrass yourself on
Yeah,
national
this
television.
guy went straight to the UFC.
He went to the UFC,
Oh,
but
so
he was
there you
looking
go.
at money.
He
but he was
embarrassed
a draw.
himself.
He did embarrass himself, but that's okay. You still have to give him flowers for fucking doing it.
I mean, I do.
I agree.
Who the hell would do?
I would have done better. I would have
done.
done better.
Dude,
I think. I think.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
goes, I would've
yeah,
done
I would.
better.
You can't
Dude.
do any worse. I've watched a bunch of UFC. You know this. I've watched a bunch of. You can't do worse than what he did. He literally did not land a punch.
You would do worse than what he did.
There's no possible way.
You are the possibility. You are the anomaly.
How?
I don't know you, but you would figure it out.
Now you pissed off John, bro. What the fuck?
Dude,
Man.
He's underestimated.
You-
And I'm still chill.
John's
I'm
fucking.
just.
John's a half a beer in. You pissed him off, bro. What the fuck?
You know what John would look like in the UFC? John would look like how Ronda
Tank
Rousey
Abbott.
looked like when she got kicked
Tank
in the
Abbott.
face.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
When she was spinning around crazy. That's what you would look like. Ronda Rousey spinning around.
Ronda Rousey landed a punch in that fight, I think.
No, she did not.
I think she did a couple.
I think she
She's
got
Ra-
arrested.
fighting
Ronda
again.
did pretty good.
She's fighting.
She's
again.
fighting. She's wrestling again.
No, I know, but she's gonna fight again. She's doing.
She needs to
Misha
let it go.
Tate?
She gotta let
Yeah.
it go.
3.
Yeah,
Misha Tate.
yeah, she's
Again.
fighting. When is it again?
I don't know when it
Is this confirmed?
No, yeah,
I don't know. But
Yeah.
She beat Misha
this
Tate
is in.
twice already.
I think it's in April. I think.
It's not in the UFC though, right?
No,
No.
no.
I think she beat Misha twice, right?
Yeah,
She's picking fights. She knows she can win.
I hope Misha beats the shit out of her.
She's doing the three ninja
think so.
style.
Yeah.
she might.
I don't know. Ronda was a product of her time. Like she was only good because okay, she was very talented. Don't get me wrong, very talented jiu-jitsu fighter, not jiu-jitsu, judo fighter, all of that. I give her flowers for that. She's very good at that. But she came in to the UFC at the right time. When the talent in the women's division was not up to her level. Because when the talent met her level and surpassed it, it showed.
Yeah.
You know, it's like how I say about like Royce Gracie. Like Royce Gracie is the ultimate fighter, right? In the beginning, right? He won the first 2, I think, and then the third, I don't remember if he won the third one. And this is when it was crazy, right? Bare fist, blah, blah, blah. Would Royce Gracie be able to, even in his prime, would he be able to fight today?
I don't know.
He'd get his ass
He
kicked.
got starched by fucking Matt Hughes. And that was like no contest whatsoever.
Now,
You also gotta take this into consideration. Back then, a lot of those fighters only had one discipline.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's my point. It's like,
so the guys now, they're well rounded. They have multiple disciplines. So
Correct.
him having a fight against anybody that's like a legit contender right now, I don't know how that would go.
he'd get his ass kicked.
I don't think
he would get his
yeah.
ass kicked by the majority of the roster in the UFC for the same reason. Everyone knows what you do and more. You only know this, right? So he would have the same problem that Ronda had, where like she knew how to flip people and submit them with an armbar. That's literally all she did. In 90% of her fights, that's how she fucking won.
Right.
So once people realized, shit, if I punch her in the face, she don't like to get punched in the face, like the Brock Lesnar fucking thing.
Yeah.
They figured out how to beat her.
I don't know if too many people would like to get punched in the face.
You don't. I know that for a fact.
Ooh,
Or slapped
What?
in the face.
Oh,
He's very sensitive to face touches for some reason.
Oh, really?
I am too, bro. I'm too pretty for that
Oh,
shit.
dude,
He's
I'm gonna.
How are you a wrestler and sensitive to face touches? How does that even
Dude,
work?
I'm gonna fucking rub
How?
your. I'm gonna rub your face later, bro. Just watch.
It might end up bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know it might end up bad. He's very sensitive with that shit.
No, bro. Yeah,
That's
dude.
sensitive.
This guy's a fucking wrestler and he hates being touched.
I don't understand that.
don't
That
get
makes
it either.
no sense.
Yeah.
So back to CM Punk though, because we totally deviated.
Go ahead.
So I would say CM Punk.
Are you drawing stick figures over there?
I was taking little notes here.
Oh,
The reason I wrote teabag here because you. Hold on. Before I forget, I wrote it down because I usually forget these things. Because you were talking about a manager name is D-bag, right? What was it you guys say? Or what did you guys?
D-bag.
You guys said
That's what I
D-bag,
heard.
right?
no.
D-bag.
There's a man. My old manager. His name is not D-bag, but he is a D-bag.
Oh, he's a D.
Oh,
See,
so
we
that's
heard
why
the
he
same
said
I heard
thing.
the same
D-bag.
We heard
thing.
the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, wait.
But T-bag though,
I was like, good.
I love T-bags.
You should do. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, you should. So a manager's name should be Teabag,
Teabag.
and then when the opponent gets beat, he goes and does the Halo thing where you just start squatting up people's faces and shit like the game. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Danny's done
That'd
that
be
to
good.
people in matches.
Okay.
I have.
no.
I'm not
Have you
gonna
really
lie.
used
Yeah,
Teabag
fuck
people?
yeah, all day, son.
Super.
It's-
I don't give a
It's-
fuck, dude.
It's
Yeah,
part
dude.
of being a heel.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
You get away with anything, right?
I do, bro. I fucking love it. It's so fucking great.
Okay.
Would you take that over a Rikishi fucking ass
Sitting
in
on-
the face?
Ooh.
But that's all part of the business, bro. I mean, how much money am I getting paid for a stink face, bro?
Oh, dude,
That's
fucking
gross.
give me 500,000. I'll take
I'll
a fucking
take
stink
a
face all
stink
day,
face all
dude.
day.
You
bro.
guys ever heard Matt Hardy describe the stink face?
No.
Where he was talking about how he's like, man, he's like the very first times I had to take it, like it was crazy. He's like, I was so nervous, and he took it. He's like, but it was all right. It's like it just smelled nice. And then he goes to find out that apparently Kishi used to take care of the people that would be nice to him. But if you weren't a nice person to him,
He wouldn't have wiped right before the match.
apparently you had a bad day at the office when that stink face came your way.
Oh, shit.
That's fucked up.
John, give him a stink face.
Nah, I'm good. He's not giving me five. How much is it?
Hell no.
How much for
500K?
500K? I'll take a stink face.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. Easy.
How about a,
Can I
500
smile at-
bucks?
Yeah.
500,000.
how about,
Oh,
how about a
500,000.
chorizo slap?
For 500,000.
And part of it has Part of it has to make contact with your lip. It's got to touch your lip.
Wants to wipe across.
You are stupid.
Your nose.
No. Yeah, 500,001.
I'm gonna need an extra $1 for that.
Dude, first of all,
Gave you the prices right.
Let's be real. It ain't probably gonna reach anyways, bro. It ain't gonna reach. So it'll be all right. It's probably gonna miss. Just the fuck am I looking at here? So back to the CM Punk thing, real quick. I really want to hear your rant on CM Punk. So CM Punk to me is probably what do you say? What?
They're all up in the nose.
So CM Punk to me.
I see where I'm.
My man,
He's like, I'm trying to get on with this interview here.
Fucking talking about dick slapping.
Sorry, bro.
You're good.
What happens when you get us started?
You're good. So with the CM Punk thing, so like I feel CM Punk. This guy, now you got this guy laughing. He ain't gonna stop. This mother flower ain't gonna fucking
Got a
stop.
case of the giggles over there.
This
Dude.
dude's not gonna stop.
He's
man.
got to leave some pre on.
He's like, fuck this interview, guys.
I'm just gonna walk out.
I got to see.
I'm getting hot. Is what the problem is. I'm starting to get warm over here, bro.
So am I.
I got to see the strand that has it breaks apart.
You're sick, man.
The rope strand.
Sick man, putz.
The pre. All right, bro. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's so clear.
I lost all my notes.
Go ahead,
son of a
bro.
bitch.
Super slow mo.
Teabag.
So fucking CM
Punk.
Punk, right? Now, okay, how do I say this? I think he was the best thing in the WWE in his time, right? I think he had every skill you want in a wrestler. I would argue. Now, it depends on what you like in wrestling, right? What kind of wrestling you like, right?
In WWE, he didn't make noise until after that quote unquote pipe bomb.
Sure. But
That's
he was still very highly praised. If you look at people
Not until after that.
but not by the public, but by the people like the experts. If you look at Paul Heyman or Mark Henry or all these dudes that were like, watching him, Dusty Rhodes, all these people, they were on his fucking dick.
They were.
You know what I'm saying? So he had something.
Yeah.
He just needed the catapult, right? He needed the Donald Trump like you guys.
The
You know what I'm saying?
the pipe bomb was the
And that
catapult.
was it. So I think for a good 2 years, he was the best fucking thing in WWE. Because who was next? Who was basically yeah, fucking Triple H. Triple H was already
That's,
a walk.
that's
No
Daddy
mames.
Trips, motherfucker.
No,
Put some respect in your voice when you talk about Daddy Trips.
No, come on, man.
The game.
Fucking Paul
Levesque.
whatever.
Baby.
Hunter
Daddy.
Hearst Helmsley.
Hunter.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Used to
fan.
come in with the fucking long
robe?
thing. Yeah.
Sexy as fuck.
You have a thing for big noses, bro?
It's not the schnoz, bro. It's not the
Are you
schnoz.
trying to get at his wife, bro?
Stephanie's freaking hot, bro. Hell yeah.
No, Stephanie was hot.
Stephanie's
bro.
still
Yeah,
hot.
I would say
She
she
still is,
looked
dog.
better when she was younger.
Okay, but bro, that was pre fucking kids, and when she was like in her fucking 20s.
I mean, J-Lo
She's
looks
milf
fucking,
as fuck.
Are you going to say she looks just as good as J-Lo? J-Lo has kids too?
Yeah, but J-Lo's had so many things in her, you know. So.
I mean, agreed.
I
a
don't
lot of
want
men in her.
We've all-
A lot of men in her.
We've all lost count already, J-Lo. Damn, Tito J-Lo. Déjala quieta. She
You
got
were the one that
issues.
brought her up.
I know. I was just saying that she looks very good for a person who has kids.
Yeah, she does.
She doesn't. She basically. Some people would argue she looks better now than she did when she was younger.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Body wise, I would say yes. Face wise, obviously, the face is kind of hard to de-age without CGI and AI and all that stuff. Stephanie, she is still pretty. Don't get me wrong, but when she was younger, like some of those things with Chris Jericho and Kurt Angle and all that, and I'm just, oh my gosh, she was pretty hot. She was fucking hot. But CM Punk, let me finish my point.
We've been at this for the last half hour.
CM Punk, I'm getting ronco already just for freaking.
I'm saying the word CM Punk.
He got thrown up by the fucking Villegas.
Seriously, yeah. That's what I must be choking on.
Damn.
So
Look at the
fucking
way he's grabbing that microphone, yo.
Look at John caressing his. What the fuck? So I'm gonna move it from there. So I think Phil was the best thing in his prime, and I think his prime was cut short.
Yes.
You know, I think he had a lot more to give, but it might be his own fault. That I won't take away from him. You know, I'm starting to realize he's like J-Lo, where the men are no longer the problem, it's him. So,
because I mean, he could have had. I mean, now he's restarting his career in WWE, but he could have had a longer run. But he
could have been there the whole time.
But he obviously attitude shows. You know, he fucking because of his attitude and everything. He's gone. And a lot of people are like, you know, everyone says, oh, well, you don't know. You know, like there's two sides, which I get. I completely understand. There's two sides, but then you see him act that way in WWE. Go to AEW to say, "Oh, now I'm here to make a change, do what I couldn't do here," and then the same outcome. So it's like you said, who's like after a while, it's like
fool me. What is it? Fool me once,
fool
shame
me
on
once,
me,
shame on you. Fool me twice, fool me once, shame on yeah.
Right.
Fuck that is. Fool me once, shame on you, punk. Fool me twice, fuck you, punk. Fool me three times, you ain't shit, punk.
Like,
but to
you
me,
really don't like punk.
Fuck you, CM Punk.
We'll get to his rant in a minute.
Oh, I'm waiting.
I know he's
I'm
like
waiting to drop a pipe bomb.
Yeah. Just because like
I'm laying motherfucker.
Because I love the fact that he's back. Because I love it just shook everything up in WWE, you know, and I love the fact that it's gonna. I feel it's gonna make it so much better, and it's gonna make it so much more interesting. It's gonna make it
if they handle it right.
Triple H is in charge of creative,
if
so
he
he
handles himself right. If he fucking behaves, obviously.
Daddy trips.
Triple H is in charge of creative, so it will. Triple H never had he always helped out, but now he's in charge of it. He's head of creative, so it will.
Okay, that's fair to say.
Yeah. The only thing I did not like is that they had Randy Orton's return the same day as CM Punk. You're gonna have Randy Orton's return the same day as CM Punk.
But I did hear that the
Chicago.
reason they did that was to try to cover to hide the secret.
Yeah, but still, I was like, man, I feel like Randy Orton got gypped out of his return because obviously it got overshadowed. From
Randy
CM
Orton
Punk.
looked like he's taking some steroids too.
Dude. Yeah,
he's a big.
I was like, he looks better than he ever has in his fucking whole career. I'm like, what the fuck?
He
Like,
looks
seriously.
thick.
Yeah,
Lost his hair but gained muscle. That's fucked up.
man.
So
go ahead,
sir.
Go ahead.
We'll
Go ahead, sir.
We'll mute everybody.
let me get my beer.
So,
Go right ahead.
so what's your question?
Let me unmute myself for this. Yeah, everybody's good. Oh wait. Now you are.
Hello. The same fucking question he asked.
I know. I just
What
wanted
is
to
your
respond.
opinion
I just wanted to
on
ask him
one
again.
Oh,
C
It's called a setup, bro.
Punk?
sorry.
AKA Phil Brooks.
All right, so earlier you guys said that he was the best wrestler. Come on, have you guys seen those neck breakers or those elbow drops off the top rope?
Let's correct
Oh
this.
man, I thought I was gonna get my time.
Hold on, wait.
I already
wait,
set
wait,
up my
wait, wait.
soapbox here,
No,
ready
listen,
to go.
Listen. If we're gonna be critical, we gotta be accurate. Now, we didn't say best wrestler all time. We said wrestler.
Said best wrestler.
I would say
I'm just here to just
Okay, I'm gonna rephrase myself. I meant best wrestler of his time.
Is
that fair?
Still gonna say my point.
Okay, go ahead. Floor's yours.
This is a man who basically, at one point in time, he said, "All I ever wanted was this mic," and that's literally all he is ever good at. I was a huge CM Punk fan. Love the guy. His
Who
past,
hurt you, man? Who hurt you?
He did. He left.
That's
And he's still yet to apologize.
That's what he wants, bro.
He's waiting for The Rock to
he
admit
wants his
steroids.
apology.
He wants
Yeah,
an
bro.
apology.
I'm still waiting for that apology. Years ago. I've always had issues. So put it this way: this it's not just CM Punk. I have issues when wrestlers get pushed and pushed and pushed, and then you start seeing their flaws in the long run, and people are still like really blind to it. They're like, "Oh my god, this guy's so great." No, he's not. CM Punk, for a while, he was going out there saying, "I'm the best in the world." You have Daniel Bryan on the roster. There is absolutely no one that is better in the ring than Daniel Bryan. Like at one point in time, for you to say that when he's in the roster, I'm like, dude, no one believes you. At least I didn't. This guy would go out there, cut the most amazing promos. Yes, I'll give him that. He had the best skills at that time. But you also have Paul Heyman in the company, who Paul Heyman, as far as I'm concerned, is untouched. There's no one active wrestler or manager, doesn't matter. There is no one that can touch that man. So for you to go out there and say you're the best in the world when you have two people that can actually do the things that you do really good, do it better than you, that would always kind of like stuck out to me. A lot of his matches began to be very repetitive. Like you knew and you can telegraph when the neck breaker was coming. And then he would go up and do that stupid ass freaking Macho Man elbow drop that he did. Just Macho Man was rolling around in his grave. That was the worst elbow drop I've ever seen anyone do. It's fucking garbage. I don't care who says it's good. Put it on the mic. Put it on a TV screen. I'm like, it's just cringe worthy. Cringe fucking worthy. Now you have this guy who basically bitches and moans all the way through. He leaves the company, and my issue was always this. When somebody leaves the company, I get it. You're bitter. Anybody could be bitter at leaving any job, right? If you didn't have a good time, everybody's experience is different at any job that they go into, right? Well, he comes out there and all he's doing is bitching. Oh, hey, I got fired on my wedding night. Okay, cool. Yeah, now you're getting the sympathy from the fans where you go, oh, man, that was the most horrible thing that they could do to him. Okay, cool, whatever. He was a dick. Fine. He's out there. There's a lot of, lawsuits against the doctor for WWE. You know, he burned a lot of bridges. And for him to go out there and bitch and moan, it always kind of like left a sour note to me because let's say I get hired for WWE, right? I'm a nobody. The moment I enter WWE, I'm a somebody, regardless of where on the card I am. Now you have that label that you're a WWE guy. Okay, your previous fame to that, probably this big, right? Now you're in the screen, you're in WWE, and boom, now you're big. And these guys put in all those marketing dollars behind you, and they put a rocket right on your ass, and they sent you to the moon. You leave there, and you're the most bitter human being. Like, seriously, he made Bret Hart look like he was okay for a while. Brett's the most bitter human being in the world.
Bret is the most bitter.
And for a while, it seemed like they were having the contest of who fucking has more sand in their vagina and shit. It was terrible. Like, I would hear his like interviews, and it was just like, dude, shut the fuck up. You wouldn't be where you're at if it wasn't for them. Like, and I get, like I said, when people leave jobs and they're angry because their experience wasn't the best, I get why you would be angry and talk shit. But at the end of the day, his star power wouldn't be where it's at now. No one would give a shit. If he would have left pro wrestling when he was in Ring of Honor and came back, those 7, 8 to 10 years later, no one would give a flying fuck who you were if it wasn't for the fact that you had that run and that magical pipe bomb. It's that pipe bomb that made him fucking famous. We know that. His in-ring skills and everything else, his programs that he had with great, great talent, yeah, that got him to that point where he, like you said, at one point in time, he was the best. Like the biggest attraction for WWE. I'll give you that. He was. The fact that this dude said that he didn't want to wrestle Undertaker because he thought it was a demotion because he wanted the main event. Dude, fuck you. We just discussed earlier how we didn't give a shit about belts, right? Why is this dude wanting that main event so bad when literally one of the most anticipated matches of any WrestleMania is facing The Undertaker? So what, are you like basically too good to wrestle The Undertaker? This guy is like the biggest legend of all time. And he had issues with that match. So from the get-go, there was always these red flags to me that I'm like, this guy's not as genuine as he is. So from a long, long time before he ever left WWE, I already started having issues. The moment he left and became a better person, every single interview after that is just, didn't set well with me. Another person like that, Jon Moxley. John was a good dude. People always liked him. Nowadays, it seems like anytime that people are forgetting who the fuck he is, he goes on a podcast, he goes on an interview and shit talks WWE. Like, dude, Edge and Daniel Bryan are in AEW. When have you heard them say a single bad thing about WWE? These guys respect where they came from. They understand that without them, they wouldn't be the stars that they are now. It's an industry where everything's connected. Why are you going to shit on your past? That's my huge gripe with him. That I don't think he's respectful enough to like understand where he came from. He holds Ring of Honor to a certain like pedestal, so to speak. But without WWE, you wouldn't be where you're at. Ring of Honor was only going to get you so far.
Tell us how you really feel.
Are you done?
Eddie's a dick.
Are you finished? Are you finished?
Oh, dude, I got more, but you can go on. And I retort.
This is for you, sir.
I can definitely smell shite.
So I have a few things I noted down here. So I agree with you. CM Punk was a very good promo. Okay, he definitely has that skill. He's very good on the stick. Wrestler, I argue only because I feel like would you say? So you're saying that the WWE made CM Punk?
Yes.
Okay. Did the WWE make Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yes.
So they've made all these characters.
Yes.
Any of them self-made?
Dude, all of them have that freedom to go out there and do those promos, right? These are organic rises in the company, so I know it contradicts my point. But without the WWE pushing them and realizing that there's some, there's money to be made there. Example, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was okay. He did his stuff. He had a great run in WCW, but then got fired. One of my favorite promos of all time is his ECW stuff, like his Hulk Hogan impersonations were freaking gold. He shows up in WWE, the Ringmaster, which
But who was pushing him there?
Hold on.
Wait. You said something about Paul Heyman. He's the greatest talker on the mic.
Yeah,
well, who was coordinating his shit? Paul Heyman. But he let him do his own thing. So these are organic runs, right? But you always need someone to recognize that you're there and you need to be pushed. Without that person to push you in that direction, where are you going to go? All the talent in the world isn't going to get you there until someone like kind of gives you that boost. Agreed.
Stone Cold had a magic moment, King of the Ring, when he beat Jake the Snake Roberts. He cut that promo, the Austin 316 promo, right? And that just came out of nowhere. Awesome. It was him. He made it. The WWE didn't put it his way, right? But the very next day, there's all those 316 signs everywhere. Vince looks at that shit and goes, holy fuck, we got something here. This kid may actually fucking be my guy. And he goes to push him. Imagine how many times, example, Matt Cardona. He was so fucking over, right? And people were doing the woo-woo thing. I still have my ringtone. It's still a woo-woo. It's like,
exactly right.
But the thing is, they were there and they didn't believe in him. So they didn't push him. Imagine if the WWE didn't believe in Stone Cold after that night. Would we be sitting here talking about how great Stone Cold is? Nope.
So here's my question then. I agree that the WWE makes the push, but the WWE doesn't bat 1,000.
No, of course not.
Right? So to an extent, the wrestler has to put in, to me, it's a 50-50, right? It's 50% the machine pushing you and 50% the person who's doing it. Well, let's go a little. Let's give the crowd like 10%.
There's been flops
because you have to be able to. The crowd has to accept it, right? Because we've had plenty of pushes that don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Cody Rhodes is his biggest success is now, even though he's been with the WWE and they tried to push him in different ways, probably not the right way or whatever, but they tried to push him. No, it didn't stick.
I love Cody, but he keeps up reminding us who his dad is every fucking week, and it's getting fucking old.
That's
Dude,
true.
I know who your dad is.
Yeah.
I've known who your dad is forever.
It's like how I feel about fucking Biden. When Biden talks, it's like it's always about his father. Man, I don't give a fuck about your father, bro. Talk about the problems.
Talk about the American dream.
And Dusty's amazing, but for Cody to be like,
hey
guys,
he's lingering off that.
I haven't told you guys in 10 minutes, but I just want to remind you guys, my dad's, the American dream.
Yeah, seriously.
Like every fucking promo.
Yeah. So I would argue that CM Punk had just as much to do with the success of CM Punk as WWE.
Yeah. So
I think it has to be a mixture of all.
So he connected with the fans in a way that was organic, just like Stone Cold, just like all these guys. But again, there had to be people there to believe in him. The day that he cut his promo, he was like bitter and doing all this stuff. They didn't have to let him do that. They let him fucking go out there and do his own thing, right? But there was parameters to that. Like, everybody always talks about the pipe bomb was amazing. Like, dude, it's WWE. You don't think if they didn't believe in him, they wouldn't have just gone, oh, shit, it's a live mic, off.
Of course.
And that's the end of the fucking pipe bomb. No one would even fucking talk about it because that promo would have been cut right in the moment. I always think that there's been better promos in the history of pro wrestling, but everyone always talks about that one because of the magnitude that it had. Like, oh my God, it had this effect. But that Vince had to be okay with all the shit that was said.
Of course.
So you say, Punk built himself. Punk needed help to get to where he's at. And that's my gripe. Why isn't he fucking going, you're right, I do need. It goes out there like when AEW bought Ring of Honor. He talks shit and he goes, oh, I'm so fucking glad Vince isn't going to have my old shit. That piece. He was talking shit about the idea of Vince possibly buying Ring of Honor. Like, oh, I'm glad that, the old man's not going to have my stuff. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. We get it. You hate fucking Vince.
But don't a lot of people feel that way about WWE?
Because
A lot
they
of
didn't
old
get their
wrestlers.
just due. He did. Why does
But-
he feel that way?
But did he though?
Come
I mean,
on.
he was okay. So let's be real. I mean, we got to understand. I agree
Who
with.
beats fucking John Cena the way he did at
Okay.
that time? John Cena's the golden boy. No one beats
Okay.
him. And he
So
did.
you mentioned the Undertaker thing, right? And the only reason I come back to it is because in a way, I agree with you. I think the Undertaker is a main event already.
Yeah.
But let's think about it like this. Let's think about it in a different sport, right? Right now, the NBA is playing this in-season fucking tournament
I don't
thing.
even know what that.
Okay,
Fucking all
there's a
about.
championship for this in-season tournament shit. Okay, and there's a cash prize, and it obviously means something, right? Would you
I hope LeBron's not claiming a fifth ring if he wins that shit.
Okay, so here, hold on.
Yeah,
Hey,
probably
that's a good
is.
idea. That's a good idea. Let's play along with this. So, do you think the in-season tournament championship and the NBA championship are on the same level?
No.
Okay, so if you are a prime athlete and your team is really good, would you be upset if they told you, well, you're only going to qualify and play for the in-season tournament? We're not going to put you in the regular season championship.
I see where your connection is. However,
Now I'm trying to look at it as a
Taker tells
person.
you, I want to wrestle you. How many people hold him in such high regard?
Correct. I
At
agree.
that point in time, it's a show.
I agree.
It's a show. And for you to be in the ring with Undertaker and be happy about it, going, oh my God, he picked me.
Agreed. But I think at
Dude,
that
that's
point in his
better than any
career,
championship.
I think at that point in his career, he was trying to prove a point, right? Because I think his argument was always like, I was putting on great matches, and the crowd was reacting to me. It would be like,
With shitty elbows, you
hold on,
forgot the
put it
part.
like this. Let's put it like this. So Stone Cold and The Rock headlined 2 WrestleManias or 3. Well,
2.
17 and 3, because then the retirement one.
Yeah.
So let's go 17. Let's assume they were the hottest 2 people at the time. At the time, right?
Mhm.
Did Undertaker wrestle in 17? Let's assume he did. Would it be okay for Dwayne or Steve to be upset if Vince said, you know what? You guys are the hottest tickets, but I'm going to put Steve with Undertaker before the main event, or I'm going to put Dwayne co-main event with Undertaker instead of them together.
Dude, the way booking works, if it makes sense, it's gonna make sense, right? If it doesn't make sense, these are the
But
shit
I'm
that like
asking,
goes up there.
would they feel okay with it is my question.
Dude, if I'm in the WWE and I'm told to wrestle freaking Undertaker at Mania, I'm happy.
But are we looking at it because we're at where we are in life?
I can see what you're talking about, but again, so many wrestlers hold this man to such high regard. I think it was
Of
very
course.
disrespectful of him to be a bitter human being saying, this is not the match that I want. And for him to be very public about that, what does that say to the Undertaker? It's like, come on, dude, really? You're
Danny,
not
what
gonna
say
wrestle
you?
him?
Since Danny's been quiet for a few minutes.
No,
What say
I'm-
you? Are you drunk?
I'm
Is
drunk.
he drunk?
He's like, I'm just here drinking.
I'm just here drinking and listening, bro.
What do you think?
I actually agree with what he's saying.
Okay.
Whatever,
Damn it.
because it's like
2 against 1 here.
because he's right. Like
It's the Undertaker.
it's the Undertaker. You get put against a match against everyone wants
Sure.
a match with the Undertaker at WrestleMania, and you get it, and you're bitching about it because you want to be main event. It's like, okay, well, maybe next year you can get main event. Like you got a quote unquote a main event in
Match, yeah.
itself.
Sure.
This is a main event just because it's not the last match. This is a big ass match.
But do you guys understand what I'm trying to get at? It would be like, again,
Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. You remember that match?
yes.
How amazing was that match?
It's pretty good.
They were not the main event.
Agreed. But
People,
match
was
was awesome.
Sean
Hold on.
Sean or Chris the best drawers at the time?
Time out.
Shawn or Jericho could have been in the main event and it would have been just fine.
Correct. But my question was, were they the number one?
Jericho
wrestler at the
wasn't,
time?
Shawn was. Shawn's
Okay,
always got to
Sean
be.
was.
The
Okay.
Rock, The Rock and Hulk Hogan weren't main event. They should have been, but they weren't.
Who was
Two
main
of
event? That was
That
Stone-
was Triple H and Stone and Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good example.
Yeah.
That's a good example.
They say
What-
another one was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Macho Man was way better than
Andre
and Hulk.
See that I have a very unique way of looking at WrestleMania 3. No one knew that they were gonna have that amazing match, right? no one on paper was like, this is going to be one of the greatest matches in wrestling history.
Apparently they did.
Well, they had the confidence, and by all means, they should. They were two of the best wrestlers ever.
Of course.
However, if you were to put that match as your main event and completely erase Hogan and Andre out of the question, does the Silver Dome sell that place out the way it does?
No.
Nope.
No.
You needed Andre, you needed Hogan to main event that in order for that place to be full. They stole the show. They were a main event quality match, same as Jericho and HBK were that.
Yeah.
They stole the show. They wouldn't have drawn if they would have put that main event there. Triple H and Jericho on paper that year probably was the best match they can come up with.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Triple H mark. I will always say that he's got the best things. Like, he's always been my favorite. But it wasn't definitely the best match. I did not expect Hogan and Rock to be that good.
Yeah.
By the time that match was over, it was a roller coaster of emotion. The crowd was drained. Let's say that match was mediocre. Triple H and Jericho would have stole the show.
Now, here's the question about that one. Well, before I go to that, I'll give you one example of what I'm trying to exhibit, right? It would be like, okay, I would do anything to have a scene with Gary Oldman. You can give me $20. I will fly my
Who's
own
that?
ticket
Who?
wherever the fuck I want. Shut up. Anywhere he must be, wherever. You give me $20, I will do a scene with fucking Gary Oldman for whatever price.
You should
now,
do it
here's
for
my
free,
question. Do you think?
Would you take a chorizo slap?
Yes. Yes, I would.
All day.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
you can
A
wipe
few
that
times.
across my forehead.
A few times if you need to. Now, would Arnold Schwarzenegger, would he take $20 to no matter how good Gary Oldman is, do you think he's going to take less money to work with Gary Oldman?
No.
Even though he feels that he's worth more than that. You get what I'm saying? So CM Punk felt that he was worth more money.
If
We
his
cannot
ego,
blame-
if his ego is out of control, that he thinks he's worth more than the Undertaker, he has no business at WrestleMania. Period.
I would argue a lot of wrestlers feel that they're worth a lot of money.
You ever heard the term overestimating your worth? He overestimated his worth. I think in his mind, he felt like the WWE would crumble without him, and it prospered.
I don't think he's that fucking stupid.
I think he is.
I don't think he's that stuff.
He's been dropped on his head numerous times.
Sure.
Let me ask you a question, because I've always
Sure.
I love the idea of hypotheticals. So
I agree. I'm with you on that.
CM Punk gone from the business for a long time. Let's erase his AEW moment because that just is garbage, right? So let's talk about the moment he leaves
Greatest
WWE.
pop ever. Just
Yeah.
forget about it.
Let's just forget
Greatest
about
pop
that, 'cause
ever.
it's not going to go down in history as anything. Come on.
That's just the greatest pop ever.
The best part of that was him missing the buckshot lariat. I fucking love that.
He's like 50 years old. Come on,
And
give him a
little,
break.
little knees buckled.
He's, yeah,
Coming-
that
coming-
literally
com-
looked like that showed
coming-
age.
Coming from the guy that was there when he came back
I know,
and
right?
wrestling in
He's a-
AEW. Yeah.
So anyhow,
the
idea-
that shit, you see how he ignores it?
the idea of him being gone for that much amount of time, right? How many other wrestlers, really great names, have been gone for long periods of time from WWE? We're talking like Brett. We're talking like Kurt Angle, right?
Isn't Brett still fucking sour about everything?
Hold on.
Okay,
I'm going
sorry.
with something here. Brett had his career, but his days were pretty much done, right? Like, he went to WCW, didn't really have a whole lot left in the tank. Kurt Angle, when he left when he had his painkiller addiction, he was still in the prime of his career. Who would you choose to say, I can fix it? I can make sure that CM Punk doesn't leave the company and he's in good, in a good frame of mind, and his career has, long and is prospering? Or do you go and fix the painkiller addiction of Kurt so that he can have a long and prosperous career in WWE? Who would you choose?
Kurt or
Kurt.
CM
I would
Punk?
do Kurt.
Kurt or
one-
CM Punk?
Kurt 100% for me.
That's hard.
Quality of match.
Or dollar bills and sales tickets.
I say quality of match.
I think the sales tickets.
You don't think Kurt was also drawing? He was also drawing. Not.
know
I
what?
don't think he was
selling
drawing
as much as CM
No,
Punk.
definitely not. I will
Yeah,
agree on that.
that's because I get what you're saying, but like WWE, they look at sales tickets.
Yeah.
I think CM Punk at that moment before he left, he would outsell Kurt.
Yeah.
in sales
I mean,
tickets.
why do you think they let him in the UFC?
Yeah,
They didn't let him.
Oh, of
They
course,
didn't
yeah.
let him in the UFC because he was going to win.
yeah, that I agree with.
They
you
let him
on.
because
Yeah,
he was going to sell fucking
he's gonna
tickets.
sell tickets,
Yeah.
of course. How many people you think would have rather have a match against CM Punk versus, Kurt Angle? I think more people would be willing to work and have a match against Kurt than they would against CM Punk.
That I can agree with because CM Punk was a dick. He's a known dick.
Well,
I get that.
That and his elbow drop sucked.
Sure, it is. Elbow drop.
I gotta see this thing. I don't remember.
Oh, I'll break that shit. Right the fuck. This is when you need a little TV so you can see his horrible little.
I'm working on it.
elbow.
I'm working on it. One step at a time. I'm working on it. Again, I'm not saying you're incorrect. All I'm saying is that I look at the glass as 50-50, right? Because we can't just sit here and say that the WWE creates all these characters there. Like it's like the whole skit that Hogan was doing with McMahon. He's like, I created you, blah 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 blah. No, you fucking did it. You came up with the name. The man still had to do his part. It's a 50-50 thing. My problem with CM Punk is that CM Punk now, he is too
old.
I mean,
decrepit.
He's not that old compared to other wrestlers that have wrestled that are still fucking
go
wrestling. He, again, I don't know. This is his. I'm gonna look at his new run as my final straw with him. Right?
Are you erasing AEW?
No, AEW existed. It's something that happened. If he fucks up here again, I mean, first of all, there's nowhere to go. He's gonna end up wrestling you guys.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him over.
You're not gonna put him over?
I'm not putting that motherfucker over.
You're not gonna sell.
I'm not selling for his shit.
No sells a fucking elbow drop.
I'm gonna be like, you better get back up and hit a good one, fucker.
Fucking CM Punk's gonna be fucking headlining at fucking Cicero Stadium over there, and
He's gonna hit him with the Samoa Joe. He's just gonna walk away.
Nope. I will not take your shitty elbow drop.
It's hard for me to really judge him because I think he does bring a lot to the table. There's a reason why they brought him back, right?
I will admit to that. Imagine.
I mean, I ordered his T-shirt.
Yeah.
I
would
ordered
have asked for my money back.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I agree. Like
I was hoping it showed up by now.
I'm gonna buy him a CM Punk shirt for Christmas. Dog. I'm gonna buy him one.
Look, there was a time where I loved the guy, right? One of my all-time favorite things about CM Punk, where it made me connect with him, where I go, man, this is kind of awesome. It felt like he was one of us. Because a lot of the old promos when I first got into wrestling, I used to love like going out and finding out like the shoot videos and things like that. I love hearing more about them talking rather than the stuff in the ring. And he always spoke like he was one of us. So I always felt like that was probably the charm of how he connected to people. And the very first day I ever heard that he was really that I think it was like a lineup or something like that they were asking all these wrestlers. I think when they were in OVW or something like that, they were asking all these wrestlers like who their favorite was or who their inspiration was. And there was people talking about, at that time, they were like mentioning The Rock and mentioning certain people that were like still very contemporary to them as like the reasons that they got into the business. First of all, I'm not going to knock anybody's reason for joining. As long as you join and you have a reason for it, it's awesome. But I will knock your wrestling IQ for who you choose.
So if
you
they pick CM Punk, you're...
Oh, yeah, you're wrestling IQ is not. But
what if it's Bill Goldberg?
Oh, there's one person that I hate more than CM Punk.
Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's
Bill
do this.
Fucking Goldberg.
I hated Goldberg too.
Anyhow, let me finish my thoughts. So,
it's your show.
Thank you. This is welcome to the Salud Cabrones podcast, guys.
You should sit here next to Miguel.
I know, right?
We'll sit over here.
As they were going through this lineup and people were saying their stuff, and it was just like, what the fuck? Why are they liking these people, right? And then like they asked CM Punk who his favorite was, and he said Roddy Piper. I was like, fuck, he is one of us. Roddy Piper is always one of my all-time favorites.
Awesome.
Like probably top 5 for me. And I was just like, fuck. And then all of a sudden he did his stuff. He was from Chicago. I gravitated towards him. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. So I think that's probably why I'm so bitter when it comes to CM Punk. I'm very CM Punk-ish against CM Punk. Is that, you like that shit.
He's hurt because he never got his apology.
Yeah,
because I'm still waiting for that fucking apology.
Dude, if CM Punk apologized, he'd be on
I'm
CM
like,
Punk.
oh, baby, yes, I'll take him back. But that's just my issue. But Goldberg, though.
Oh, yeah,
Fuck
Goldberg.
that guy.
Yeah, Goldberg.
You want another beer before we fucking talk about Goldberg?
Yes, sir.
What were you gonna ask?
About I
don't know.
Whatever, I forgot. Well, I was gonna say one of the topics. Well, we're gonna
up.
list. Obviously, we're gonna list our top 5 baby faces, top 5 heels of all time. That's gonna be our
And
list.
the worst ones.
Think about it.
The
that
what
way.
the fuck
think about-
ones.
Yeah, maybe the what the fuck. Yeah, what the fuck.
Go
ones.
Bastion Booger.
I was gonna say that.
So, how do you feel about Edge in AEW? If you guys follow it, how do you feel about that? Him and Christian's thingy going on right now.
You know, and people bag on Edge for joining. It's like, one, to me, Edge has nothing else to prove in WWE. He had a very successful run. He came back after 9 years and showed that he can still do it and do it pretty damn good. And he even said he wants to finish off his career with his best friend.
Do you think that's a, how do you guys say it, shoot or work? Do you
It's
think that's a
for
work?
That's
I
Him
what-
think-
saying
I think that's a
the thing
shoot.
about
I think that's
Christian.
a shoot.
Think it's a
No,
shoot?
yeah, definitely.
I mean, I know they're very. I get that they're very good friends in real life or whatever. I get it, but I wonder, like, that could just be to get the crowd behind the situation.
He said he wants to have another Edge and Christian run. Before,
I'll believe it if he retires officially after that run.
I think he will.
If he stays one moment after
what,
it,
what I think is
It's a
going to
work, brother.
What I
It's a
think
work.
What I think is going to happen is that
little gassy there.
yeah, a little bit. Su puta madre.
Su puta madre.
So I feel like obviously they got the run now, the one-on-one. They got their feud in now. Eventually,
This week or something, right?
Yeah,
No, they
they
already
just
had
had it
their
on
match.
They
Wednesday,
already had the
but
match?
it's still going though. I got a feeling eventually it's going to lead to them getting back together, doing an Edge and Christian run, the tag team run, and then eventually it'll lead to them breaking up, doing their own thing, and then it goes back to Edge and Christian one-on-one, and then
Then it's going to be Edge and Christian, the Hardys again, and then Devon and
The
Bubba
Dudley
Ray are
Boys,
going to
yeah.
show up in AEW
Yeah.
again, and we're going to have another TLC, and then somebody's going to fucking die.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to die in the ring. It's probably going to be Devon.
Sit down. It's gonna be
Jeff.
Jeff. It's gonna be Jeff.
Oh my goodness.
I
good.
love Edge so much, and I don't know if you remember when Brett left WWE, how his very first initial run in WCW, like the very first day, it almost felt like it shouldn't happen. It felt
You
like,
mean Brett's?
yeah, it felt unnatural to see him in WCW.
Yeah, didn't they fucking bring him as a ref?
I think
His
his
first
first
thing,
match
he was
was
like a
like
ref
he
or
was like a
something.
guest referee, yeah.
yeah.
But he has like I vividly remember JR having an interview where he said Brett was probably like the company man he was talking about earlier, like the guy. He was painted in WWE colors, freaking head to toe. To see him in a different company just felt wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what
So,
it is, because
yeah.
he was so WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
So
WWF. at
that's
the
how
time.
I feel with Edge. However, I love Edge a lot. He's been top favorite for a long time. I'm almost as much as I hate AEW, I'm almost okay that he's there to do his final run with Christian, and I'm not mad about it. I hate that he's not going to do it in WWE. I wish WWE would have hired Christian back so they can have that. But as long as it's happening, I'm happy about it. But it still feels wrong to see Edge in AEW. I don't.
I can see that because
don't
he's
like
always
it,
been
man.
he's always
He
been a
just-
WWE
he just-
guy.
He's just he hates AEW so much that he hates anyone that goes to AEW.
I hate Tony Khan.
Uh,
That little fucking.
So you don't
bitch.
like anyone besides besides Edge, Christian, who's your favorite AEW guy? If there is one that exists.
Kenny Omega, and
That's fair.
what is it? Pac. I always loved Pac.
Wasn't he, what was his name in WWE?
Neville.
Neville. That
Pac?
dude had a crazy like,
Yeah.
what do they
Yeah.
call that move when you flip inside?
Yeah, Red Phoenix or something.
yeah.
Like that.
Oh yeah, it was pretty dope. He's pretty dope. Pretty athletic.
Pac and Neville are probably my top favorite too, and I do like what's his face, Aleister Black, whatever the fuck
Yep.
he's called.
Malachi Black.
Malachi Black.
Those three are probably my favorite guys from AEW.
Danny?
AEW. Dude, I'm a big. I love Eddie Kingston. I'm a big Eddie Kingston mark.
Why?
Why?
Does he remind you like of a Conan? Kind of reminds me of Conan.
Conan
Whatever.
was more gifted in the ring, I think, but
Sure.
I could see
Like
the
on the mic. I
comparisons.
could see him on the mic. Like he was always that
Oh.
rebel, Hispanic.
Kingston's
blah, blah,
got a
blah.
realness about him that's better
Yeah, I was
than
about to say.
anybody
I think it's
else.
his realness.
Yeah, I
dude.
think that's what kind of
Like when he's on the mic and you can just like it sounds like it's fucking just real.
Yeah,
Everything he's saying is just fucking real.
yeah,
It
he's
sounds so authentic.
Yeah.
What he's saying.
that's why I thought his and Punk's thing was really cool.
Yeah.
Because it felt really like real almost to an extent. I don't even think they finished off the record. I think Punk got suspended,
Yeah.
I think, or whatever.
Something like that.
Some shit. Got
Punk,
suspended.
Punk was
somewhere.
in AEW.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Very
any.
short
Yeah, you
run.
don't remember?
Very
I
short
don't
run.
remember any of that.
Hey, quick question.
Yo.
Are we allowed to take bathroom breaks here?
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, bro.
You drank 2 beers.
Just,
I was waiting for it.
Danny and his little tiny
I'm
bladder.
just gonna.
I can squeeze through there.
You can squeeze through
I
there.
think I can.
I
But
know.
You can try it. Just don't knock it down. Go ahead. You can give it a shot.
Petite
Go ahead.
as
So that way
Danny.
we can keep
Dude,
going.
I got a fucking bladder of a newborn. I fucking
Yeah,
hate it. I fucking hate it.
Go ahead.
Drink
Podcast.
18, 2 18 ounces. I mean,
Man,
Go ahead. Just push it.
please
this way.
excuse me, guys.
You're fine. What were we saying before we started making fun of his small bat? Up, that failed.
no, he can't.
You're not gonna make it.
This is gonna be the best part of the show. Him trying to get through a door.
I got. Oh, no, I'll pause everything. So after that potty break,
Sorry, guys. I have a bladder of a newborn, and I apologize.
we're back.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Danny and his
How was
tiny
your
bladder.
experience? Did you enjoy that?
I emptied it. I got about another 15 minutes before it fills up again.
All right, so we got 15 minutes here. We got 15 minutes.
I'm just
joking.
15 minutes and we're out.
I'm just joking.
Let's take it home, baby. Let's take it home.
So I think we left off at
Don't kick us out yet.
AEW. No, absolutely not.
Your favorite AEW?
We got
guys?
1 hour and 19 minutes left on the memory card, so you
Holy
can fill it all you want.
That's a Bill Goldberg conversation.
What'd you say?
What?
What?
What were you saying, John? You haven't said much here. Say something.
I mean,
Let's
you
give
were
it-
asking them who their favorite AEW wrestlers
Yes.
are?
Well,
Yeah.
you don't even know any, dude.
God
Yeah,
damn.
we got to talk about
I know wrestlers.
Dude, I hope he says Jeff Jarrett.
The Red Rooster
Corey
and
Taylor.
the Berserker.
Husk.
What?
Weren't they in it? Husk. Dude, as a kid, I used to run around saying Husk like a fucking madman.
I love the Berserker. It was awesome.
I would say my favorite AEW guy. I like Darby Allin. I think he's pretty good for a young kid. He kind of reminds me of a.
He's the third on my list of people I hate.
Damn.
This motherfucker hates everybody.
He kind of
dog.
reminds me of like Jeff Hardy kind of
Dude,
ish.
but if he keeps doing the shit he does, he's not gonna. He's
of
not gonna.
course
He's gonna be done with his.
He gonna be
career.
like Jeff Hardy, but if he's just like if he's like Jeff lasted quite a long time. Jeff would have lasted longer if he wouldn't have drank so much and driven.
Yeah, that's true.
So again, another
You
wrestler.
know what?
needs to
It's kind
retire.
of weird. Like, you almost kind of, I know it's really strange, but you almost want to thank the alcohol for as long as he's lasted. Because every time he like drank, he had to take like a hiatus and let his body like rest.
That's true.
Because like if he kept going, maybe like, oh, you know, I'm fucking sober. Oh shit, Jeff just died.
What do you guys feel about the when Matt and Jeff were in Impact doing the whole
The
Broken
broken
Brother
Matt
Nero
Hart
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I actually didn't watch it. I
Neither
saw
did I.
bits and so Impact and me have had a weird relationship, man. I like a lot of the stuff that they do there.
Still or like back in the
No,
day?
still.
Okay, because they're
I-
a lot smaller than
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
before.
Yeah, I've watched them since the Wednesday pay-per-views, like literally at the very beginning.
Let's put it. This is how small it's gotten. Because at one of the stadiums I go play basketball in my Sunday leagues, they hold events there. To me, that's kind of
Yeah, they've done the Cicero Stadium
Yeah.
too. So yeah.
I play basketball there. I thought it was hilarious. So one day I'm playing basketball at Cicero Stadium, right? And I go for a timeout. I go to sit down. and I
Cicero
look at,
has a stadium.
yes.
yeah.
They have a
They,
roller. They have a
do
roller derby team.
derby,
Yeah, they have roller
and they
derby.
do like lucha libre there a lot.
Yeah,
too.
and boxing, amateur boxing, and stuff like that, or professional boxing, but obviously smaller people. So we go for a timeout. I go sit down on one of the chairs, right, on my side of the bench, and then I look to the side, and it says Impact Wrestling, and I'm like, there's no fucking way that Impact Wrestling does their events here, because I had stopped watching
It's like
Impact
pay-per-views of all
a
things.
long time ago, right? A long time ago, I stopped watching Impact, and then I happened to watch one of Bully Ray's things with what's that girl that used to be in WWE? That she
Mickey James.
Nikki James. They did a thing, and of course they were in Cicero Stadium. Like, dude, I play basketball here. Like, what?
Every time Impact comes here, they go to Cicero Stadium.
I mean, I feel like they've gone from the highest points to like, I want to say the lowest of lows, but Cicero Stadium. I mean, they couldn't get the Rosemont or Wow.
All right, beyond the location where they're at, judge them by the quality of the stuff that they're doing.
Sure.
So let's not judge by the location, because if we're judging by location, and AEW is doing fantastic, right? But their crowds don't show it.
Right, but there's a reason why they're in Cicero.
They should
and
be
not,
at Cicero Stadium.
Right, but there's a reason why they're in Cicero and not in the Allstate, because they won't. They would have the same problem AEW has, and they wouldn't sell out.
Exactly.
You know,
They're
I agree with
smart about it, so at least their stadiums look full, unlike AEW. But
He hates AEW.
He does.
What
bro.
is
He
it?
does.
Su
Im-
puta madre.
Impact has over the course of the years of their entire existence, they've had moments where like, man, this is really, really good. And then they die. And then they go right back up and you're like, man, this is really good. And then it's weird. They could never be steady. The very beginning, it was so indie, but there was like a lot of really like shiny lights to that. And one of them was AJ Styles. I remember seeing him there for the first time. I honestly
Seen
do
Samoa
not-
Joe there for the first time.
Exactly. I don't remember seeing AJ Styles in WCW when he was doing the airborne gimmick.
Oh, I feel like I did. But I don't remember him. Like, I don't remember. Oh, shit.
Exactly.
I'm at that moment where, like, oh, shit. Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, but I don't actually remember seeing him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure I did because I watched all WCW.
Oh,
But
now
like,
that I think about it, yes, it was him.
Yeah.
Su puta madre. It was.
but that's weird that he came in at the very tail end when it's about to close.
Yes.
But so the early Impact days, like we had like him. He was great. I used to love Petey Williams. We're talking Chris Sabin was freaking awesome. Like they had a lot of really good guys that were like freaking quality freaking workers that put on these amazing matches. And in the beginning, you watched it for the X division because the heavyweight division sucked because it was controlled by Jeff Jarrett and those matches sucked ass. So the X division was what like really
Where it
put
was
them on
all
the
at.
map. Exactly. And then it would drop off, and then boom, later on you get a couple
Yeah,
characters.
Kurt
and
Angle, who
pop
came in and that kind of
Yeah.
Kurt Angle. I would argue Kurt Angle had his best run in TNA. As a character, I think he had his best run in TNA because he was kind of a pun or a joke. Like he was a joke in WWE for a lot of his
That's
years.
what made him so awesome.
I agree.
He was the dork that could beat your ass.
Agreed, but I think him having a serious thing. I think he was he a heel?
Yeah.
he was a heel.
Yeah.
I think him being a heel and kind of this serious kind of ammo was refreshing for me to see it. You know, he had the whole Jason Statham kind of haircut
Right,
going
right.
or whatever.
that's what- yeah,
Come
maybe
out with
Mafia.
the mouth guard and the whole
Yeah.
9 yards.
Him
You know,
and Samoa Joe had some fucking
dude, I think I would say that was his best. Don't break my son.
That was the best like debut that Impact ever had. Do you remember that?
the Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Do you remember what he
I
did?
don't remember when he debuted.
So it was the whole deal where our ring has 6 sides, but it has only one angle. That was the gimmick. And I remember going like,
Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it.
and then so he shows up and Samoa Joe's in the ring, boom, face to face. And at the time, Samoa was like the big dog. So you have Kurt not even bothering going up to like any low people along the totem pole. He goes straight up to Samoa Joe. And the very first thing is he fucking headbutts him. And he headbutts him so hard, he legitly makes him bleed. It wasn't like, you know, freaking gigs or anything. Like it was like, you could see it right there. It's like, oh shit, he headbutted him so hard.
It was the hard way.
Yeah, and man, it was like I remember seeing that going like, oh my god, this is awesome.
He got color. Holy shit.
But
Color the hard way. Holy shit.
there's been people, like I
WWF
said,
used
yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, dude, there's like Abyss had like some amazing matches, and him and Kurt Angle had great matches.
I think
together.
they went wrong with Abyss when they did the Joseph Park thing.
Yeah, that sucked.
That kind of just took
Hey,
away
but
his whole.
now Biz is sitting pretty in WWE, fucking in the fucking
He's
back.
a producer, bro.
Is he producing?
he's
Yeah.
producing.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Yeah.
Su puta madre.
He's even
Yeah,
got a
so
fucking.
puta
He's
madre.
even cut the long hair and shit. You know.
He's
I mean, I
great.
think what they tried to pull there was the whole Kane thing.
yeah,
Right, they tried to
I
copy
think it was more
Kane.
like a Kane / Mankind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right,
a
but
hybrid.
not that. I'm talking about like when Kane did corporate. When
Oh,
he was
yeah,
corporate,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
they
yeah,
tried
yeah,
to copy that whole gimmick or
Yeah.
whatever, and it didn't work out as good. You know who we're talking about?
I don't know what the fuck you are.
John, what do you want to talk about, bro?
Hold on, let's go to his era
Oh,
then.
don't-
Let's go to
don't-
his
don't
era.
fucking-
Hold on, I got it. Jonathan,
I'll just talk about bodybuilding.
who's your
Every episode.
Then just
Talk
be
about
quiet.
bodybuilding, guys.
And be quiet on this side. Who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
all time?
Yes.
Oh, fuck, that's hard.
You didn't watch for that long. What do you mean it's hard?
It is hard. 'cause there was
You
so
didn't
many
watch for
fucking-
that long. What are you talking about?
You watched for a year, bro.
Seriously.
It's got to be in between.
All right, hold on. Let me write. I'm gonna write these names down because I'm very, very curious about how we can compare whose list is best here.
Well,
You just made the list.
You just made the list. Fucking Jericho.
I wasn't
genius.
watching WCW as a kid, so it would have to be WWF, Macho Man. It's got to be Macho Man.
Can you do the Macho Man voice?
No, he can do it.
You say you do it very well. Knock yourself out there,
You
John.
say I don't.
I know
Let's
you
see,
do.
bro.
it.
We'll be the judge. Go ahead, dog. Go ahead.
He's already
No, I
embarrassed.
don't.
Cut a promo.
We just
Oh,
had a
hell
we just had
no.
a we just had a guy on our podcast that did it so well. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
The Macho Man voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Go ahead, bro.
Eric,
Putting
Eric,
pressure
on you.
Eric fucking Freedom.
Go ahead, John.
No, I can't do macho.
Well, fucking
man.
do the Arnold voice then.
Do
I
something.
can't do it. I'm too drunk.
There you go. You did it.
Yeah, so do it. You're
We're
Mr.
talking about
Macho
you.
Man.
Okay, so Macho Man is your. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Macho Man's your favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
Anybody else? So you got Mach.
It's him, Hulk Hogan. As a kid, I loved Hulk Hogan. Ultimate Warrior. It's the fucking
The Trinity.
biggest-
Trinity.
yeah.
It's the Trinity.
I would argue
Tag
Ultimate Warrior
team?
was Ultimate Warrior is the worst wrestler. Like you complain about CM
Bill
Punk.
Goldberg.
Sure.
But-
You complain about CM Punk
I would
shit.
put fucking Warrior over Bill Goldberg any
No,
day.
you're out of your mind. You're
Nah.
freaking high.
No.
You know that powder?
How-
You shouldn't be sniffing it, bro.
How would you not put Warrior over Goldberg?
Bro, he's terrible, bro.
Let me ask you this. Earlier you were talking about like, oh, who's gonna sell more t-shirts? CM Punk was selling t-shirts. Who's gonna sell more fucking t-shirts? The Warrior or fucking Goldberg?
En tu cara, güey.
Who's gonna sell
Who's gonna sell more t-shirts? Warrior or Goldberg?
Warrior.
Warrior or Goldberg?
Yeah, don't do there's that it's a simple fucking question. It's
Warrior.
fucking Goldberg.
Why
Fucking goddamn Warrior.
Warrior.
Why did I say that shit? Warrior,
You know
100%,
what?
bro.
You would get the whole place
I'm
lit.
gonna agree with you, but I don't think it's by that much. Yes, he would energize the crowd. I agree with you. But Bill Goldberg in his peak was probably selling as many fucking t-shirts.
Yeah.
How long was his peak? How long was his reign?
Short. Not
That was
that
just
long.
really short,
that
right?
I'll give you.
So Warrior had a longer run. The
By
face
how
paint,
much?
the face
Really?
paint.
Warrior didn't have that long of a career either.
Warrior at one point in time, we see this as like,
I mean, did you see how stupid he was when he was with Mach?
of course, it was dumb. But you also got
fucking stupid.
You also got to realize this. Earlier you were talking about how you were comparing CM Punk, how he was the best at that time, right? Like, okay, cool, I'll give you that. It was like the base attraction, right? Warrior was positioned to be the very next big attraction after Hogan, and a lot of people always go, "Oh, he flopped." Okay, he flopped in the long run, right? Like he didn't carry the belt, and that was because of attitude, right? But he was selling T-shirts. He was drawing the crowds. He was there. So in a sense, he succeeded where, he was given the torch. So in that sense, I grew up being a Warrior fan and a Hogan fan and all that. And I remember like going, oh my God, the passing of the torch. But come on, Warrior sucked. But we know he sucked because of now. The fucking, what is it? The self-destruction of the Warrior DVD.
Yeah.
Like, we were taught exactly what happened. But as a kid, seeing that,
Kid, you were
freaking hyped, man. How many kids in the crowd were freaking wearing makeup?
Kids are stupid.
What was the
You
whole
were a
point?
kid.
stupid.
We were kids that we were loving it.
No, I got you.
As a kid, I made my own little tassels,
See,
painted my
there you
face,
go.
and I ran around in my fucking calzones, dude, thinking I was fucking Ultimate Warrior, bro.
Little chonies.
Little chonies, bro. Thinking I was Ultimate Warrior, bro.
Danny from Parts Unknown.
I would say, yes, Ultimate Warrior was a very easy sell for the WWE because of his physique and his energy and his off the fucking wall interviews that he fucking had
That was trend.
that were
He was on
not
so
fucking
much
understandable at all.
But those promos became classic.
trend. Yeah.
How many
for their
people like,
stupidity.
dude?
For their stupidity, bro.
There's a guy that we just had on the podcast, Paulie Tomaselli, has a Ultimate Warrior tattoo on him that he tattooed himself.
How sad.
Dude, this guy, he loves Warrior. Like, he loves Macho Man. He loves all these the Trinity. You got your Warrior, Hogan, and freaking.
I would say my Trinity would have to be Brett and not Ultimate.
Brett came at a later time. I can never pick a favorite.
Okay, you're right.
I could never ever pick a favorite because there's different eras.
Sure.
And you have your favorites in every era, and even the way I've had conversations with Danny is like you have to almost even break it down because like I mentioned Kurt Angle earlier. Kurt at a time, if you were to say what's the Trinity in Kurt's era, you're gonna go Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, and freaking Kurt Angle. I don't give a shit how many people go, oh, Chris Benoit did this. I don't give a shit. That his wrestling ability does everything.
You got to separate.
That was your Trinity at that point in time of technical wrestlers. Were they like your favorite wrestlers during the time? Probably not.
Okay, I was about to ask that question.
Triple H has always been my favorite during that era, but he wasn't in those guys like that circle of like, I'm going to go out there and put like the most amazing match. You could even argue Jericho might have been in there from time to time, but those three guys, they were your Trinity. The Trinity in those days, Warrior, Hogan, freaking Macho. Simple as that. I think there was no one else in that Trinity.
No, not even close.
You know who? Okay, you guys are gonna disagree.
Road Warriors might be the old other ones that might be in that.
Yeah, but that's a whole different.
Yeah, that's a different
tag team,
category.
I
Yeah,
got
but
it.
Okay,
they were
so-
probably the closest to being that part of that hierarchy.
Demolition Man.
Who would you say, for all three of you, who would you say is your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers?
But you got to go categories.
Yeah,
No, just in general, just wrestling all around.
So
Like
you said
singles,
you said Mach, Hogan, Warrior.
and
There's
Ric
4
Flair.
and Rick.
Ric Flair.
Mach, Hogan, Warrior, Ric Flair.
For me, I would say I gotta go. I love Mach.
Oh God, forgot the fucking 2000s. Stone Cold.
You got a whole different dude. You forgot a
See,
whole
but I'm
different
all-
era.
You're in the golden era. You stayed there,
Straight
bro.
90s, yeah.
I
that's
would
why it's
say-
impossible. I can never answer.
Take
that
Hulk
question.
Hogan out and put Stone Cold
Wow.
in there. There you go.
I mean, that's. Oh, I would have took Warrior out and put Stone Cold.
no, Warrior was my guy.
there. Is that why you got that beautiful physique?
You can attribute it to that, I guess. I wasn't doing much running. But, like, what was
Bro,
his
you don't look like
finishing move?
Otis, dog. You look like Big E, bro.
Yeah,
Not
You
Thank
wouldn't
Otis.
even make it to the ring.
He barely made it to the ring. What are you talking about?
I just got it.
What?
Fucking Vader.
I do not look like Vader.
No, bro. No.
Remember WCW
Yeah.
Vader when he was actually
Let me
kind
see,
of
bro.
jacked?
Pop him out real quick.
Go like this, dude. Go like this.
You see how he's shy to do
Damn.
voices. You see how he's shy to do voices.
Hey, but who fucking flex?
What's time?
What's time? It's Vader. Hey,
Don't
hold on.
time
Go like this and start barking.
Dude. But tell him to flex. But tell him to flex. So he's real quick. He's on that
Hell
shit.
yeah.
He's like,
what? Flex all day, every day.
You mean that right there? Just
Nah, bro.
pointing
But
at
hey,
shit.
I still stick with Big E.
Yeah.
I still
think
stick
so,
with Big
too.
E, bro. This motherfucker's like Otis, bro. When he said that, I was like, damn.
I look like-
Physique. I finally got it. Fucking Dino Bravo.
I'll take that.
Dino,
yeah.
bro. Yeah.
That's
who that is.
I'll
Yep.
take Hercules.
Who's that?
I'll take
Oh my
Dino
God.
Bravo.
Oh my God. He doesn't know Dino Bravo is.
Dino Bravos?
I might have to look
He's
him up. I
a
probably
he's
know
a
who he is.
mafioso guy who
Yeah,
got
dude.
fucking shot.
He got killed by the
got
fucking.
killed.
He got killed by the mob.
Got killed by the fucking mob. I'm gonna have to look him up.
Dino Bravo. Yep. Bro, yeah, you're right. Dino Bravo.
Okay.
Did you ever see that movie Encino Man?
No.
You never seen Encino Man?
Encino
Why you guys act so shocked? No.
It's
fucking
the
young.
I haven't seen
Weasel and
every
Brendan
movie in the world.
Fraser.
No, I haven't. I will put a note somewhere.
You remember that
He's
scene,
not
right?
gonna
When,
watch
like,
What is it?
when dude's
Encino Man?
watching
Encino
the-
Man,
Man.
Brendan Fraser and
and he's,
Pauly Shore.
he's watching the wrestling like
Yeah.
on TV to learn how to fight, and it's Dino
Yeah,
Bravo.
yeah, yep.
I would say Mach, Austin.
Biter.
I want to say Dwayne, but I like it's because I had a thing for The Rock.
Okay, good.
Oh,
So Dwayne
really?
and
Oh, don't fucking say it.
Say it. Say it.
Look in my eyes. Don't fucking do it.
I kind of want to wish I could ring announce him like the girl does in the shorts in YouTube.
She's awesome.
Man, she does the
Do it, bro. Do it.
no.
Do it.
I'm gonna peek like
Do
a
it, bro.
motherfucker.
Do it. Do it all sexual as you're holding the mic like that, bro. What the fuck? I think all in your nose like
Bro,
that.
I'm not
bro.
gonna judge you if you. At least you didn't say. At least you didn't say.
Go ahead.
Punk.
Híjole, you know the way he said it. Su puta madre. The way he fucking.
Su puta madre.
That's
CM Punk.
disgraceful.
Bro, that guy. Even if without my hate, that guy wouldn't even make it in my top 10.
So what? Okay, give me your top 5.
Triple H, all 5 spots.
Oh,
Paul
Why?
Levesque, Hunter Hearst Helmsley,
Triple
Triple
H,
H,
terrorizing.
Cerebral Assassin,
terrorizing.
all his characters are fucking there.
The game.
Su puta madre, güey. Oh my
No,
god.
my favorites. I can't have. I honestly, I can never answer that. I've had this
Just
conversation with
fucking
people.
do it, bro.
I can't
Come on.
because like he said, "Oh shit, I forgot like the Attitude Era. I forgot Stone Cold." It's
okay.
true.
What's your favorite era?
Oh fuck.
That's probably just
Can't
as
even do
hard.
that.
That's
It's
just as hard.
bro. Like, all right, let me put it this
Attitude
way.
area for me. Attitude. Did I say area?
Area.
Attitude
Era.
Era is awesome. Okay, let's see.
Attitude era.
I'll-
Sorry.
I'll-
Did you say areola?
I said
Areola.
Oh, yeah, areola.
I'll stick with Attitude Era. I'll give you guys my top 3 in Attitude Era. So I won't consider the Hogans of the world.
Give me your favorite areola.
My favorite areola of the world.
Yes.
So if we're talking Attitude Era, it's always going to be Triple H at the very top. Shawn Michaels,
Titty nipples.
and probably Stone Cold. So
This was easy. You should have picked somebody else who I could just use letters as their fucking Triple H, HBK, CM Punk.
Who's that?
Oh wait, you said Triple H, HBK,
And who the fuck did I say? And Sean.
Sean.
Sean Stone Cold. I'm sorry, Stone Cold.
and Steve.
If we're sticking with Attitude Era, I think those are my top three. See, I as much
You
as I
said five.
loved,
You said top five, right?
4 should be 4.
I'll throw The Rock in there because for the most part, like those were the guys that
Dwayne.
they brought it in.
Dwayne.
But if we're talking Golden Age, like Piper's that literally the number one on my list as far as like Golden Age. Piper, Hogan was second probably. I didn't discover Flair until later, so that's kind of a
Flair
weird.
spent a lot of his golden years
in
in
NWA.
NWA.
So yeah,
it's-
I didn't discover Flair until way.
It wasn't
later.
really on TV.
Yeah. So it's probably like Piper, Hogan, Jake the Snake, and Mr. Perfect.
We said
Mr.
4.
Perfect.
You just
Yeah.
gave us 10. But okay.
I gave you 4.
Okay.
No, pay attention to the rules, bro.
Okay. Danny, who you got?
Fuck. 5?
4.
4? All right, I'm going to have to go The Rock, Stone Cold, Eddie Guerrero, and fuck, dude, it's a toss-up between Triple H and Randy Orton.
Triple H is always answer is
It's a
always
toss-up
Triple H.
between them two.
Correct answer is Triple H.
Because,
It's
dude,
a good list. It's a good list.
obviously Triple H, yeah, he's fucking great. But I love Randy Orton, too. He's fucking,
You guys really think Triple H was that good?
yeah.
Best of all time.
I want to
He's
the best of all
not the
time,
best
but
of all
That's
So,
what I'm saying,
I
he's the
think
best of
he's
all
like-
time.
Tops, I know is weird. It's like it's always arguable. This is why these conversations are always fun. With like your favorites are never going to be my favorites, right? But I think Triple H.
No, CM
at
Punk
one
is going to
point-
be your favorite one day. He's going to
I
say
think-
sorry.
I think
He's going to
Triple
be
H-
your favorite.
He is, bro. He is.
I think Triple H at one point in time, and he said it. He goes, with Stone Cold being at the height that he was, and The Rock being at the height that he was, he made that conscious decision where he said, "I cannot be the baby. They need a fucking villain to be that good," and he fucking dove right into that character. And dude, bar none, there was no better villain in his era. I think he was the best villain of all time.
I will argue that it's kind of unfair to say because he had Vince and that whole thing with him, like the corporation, not the corporation. When he was with
he was
Stephanie,
a heel without him too.
right? I agree, but he was a bigger heel when he was with Stephanie, and they had the whole. What was their nickname? They were the
McMahon, Helmsley,
regime or whatever.
regime or
Regime.
something.
When it was
Era.
that, they were fucking huge.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? I wonder how it would have played out if Stephanie wasn't involved. I'm not saying he would have not have been good.
I'll give you this. Don't think of that as like, oh, he needed Stephanie. Because like, if you do that, then you have to like discount Edge's like heel turn because he needed Lita. Things like that. You know what I mean? It's like that enhanced their presentation and made them better heels.
Correct, but we can't deny that they were significant parts to it. Because Lita's thing with Matt and all that shit, which was to me one of the greatest storylines of all
Yeah,
time.
it was.
I would say that was fucking cool.
Was that a storyline or was that
Well, it was in real life,
It was
and then
both.
they pushed it
Yeah.
into the storyline.
Yeah.
But Stephanie with Hunter, I think having Stephanie involved with him made his character more like he grew from being a heel to being Vince McMahon level heel when Stephanie joined with him.
Yeah.
That makes any sense.
I agree. Like
So I
he
think-
needed that, but like ultimately, like he always did all these despicable shit even without her, you know?
But he was also part of DX. He had Sean with him.
And what did he do to Sean?
I mean, sure. But that's what
And
isn't that
that's-
the same thing
And that's
Sean
what we
did to
but that's what we expected Triple H to do, right? Like I remember seeing him like reunite with Sean, and I was like, as much as I love DX, I was like, I remember that celebration, and I go, just pedigree him, and then he does it. I'm like, yes.
I'm gonna pedigree him one day, bro.
You're gonna pedigree him
I
one
know,
day.
one
When
day.
you guys
I don't know
when you
when.
guys
I don't
break
know.
up,
I don't know when, but I want to pedigree.
It's
him.
probably gonna be the day that
who's gonna
play-
make the turn?
I don't know.
Who's turning?
I don't
If you
know.
guys had to pick, who's turning?
I don't know.
I think
I want to pedigree him one day though.
So you're
think
turning. You're
it's-
turning. You're
Yeah.
turning.
And then I'm gonna
storyline
give-
wise,
you're
and then
the
I'm gonna give
HBK.
him, and then I'm gonna give him a CM Punk shitty elbow from the second.
yeah, I'd like to see you get up on the fucking buckle.
That's why I said second, motherfucker. Not the top.
I think storyline wise, if one of us were to turn, it's gonna be me. People, I think, hate me more than they do him. At
So
one point,
you're Janetti.
no, I don't think I
You're
would put
already
it as
Jannetty?
Jannetty now. Danny has had babyface runs, and the crowd has always gotten behind him.
You just told me they were flicking them off for like 2 hours.
Oh yeah, no, that's now.
because I
That's
hit.
now. Okay,
But I'm saying back in the day, he
gonna-
had his baby face.
I'm gonna
runs.
stink face him.
But
I am, bro.
I
make sure
don't
you pull up
think.
the calzones
Oh,
with-
dude, I'm wearing my wife's
Fucking-
thong
yeah.
that day, dude. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, all day.
As long as it's a sexy one. Dude. It's like, damn, girl. All right.
That's what your wife's working with? Hey, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
No.
You should have seen his face. Like, what the fuck?
We gotta fuck up sense of
This
humor,
is
bro.
what I brought up to myself.
we
This is
gotta
what happens
fuck
when you
up
bring wrestlers.
We got a fucked
your
up sense of humor,
podcast.
bro. We do. The fucked up part, my wife's gonna be mad at me when she sees this shit. That's the fucked up part.
Doghouse for a week.
Fuck yeah.
You gotta vet these people before they come on the show.
We're gonna hold auditions from
John,
now.
you've been fucking smiling hard as shit when we
No.
make these comments, bro.
Yeah.
You're like trying to
John,
hide.
go ahead, John.
try
Talk
not
for
Especially
a
when we
little
talked about the
Go ahead.
chorizo and the face and everything.
Seriously.
Yeah, well,
He laughed.
He got
that's my
curious
sense of
about it.
humor. No,
He got curious.
I
John.
got curious about it. If
John,
you
what do you
were
want to
gonna
talk about?
actually
John,
do
let's
it.
talk about something. What do you want to talk about?
Well,
Bodybuilding.
all right, let's
what we wanna talk
bring
about.
it back to
Protein
wrestling.
shakes?
No, bro. What do you want to talk about?
Who had the best physique?
Oh, I was gonna ask that question. Who had the
That's
best physique in
true.
wrestling? I was gonna ask that question.
Ravishing Rick Rude.
If you say Triple H, I will super kick you.
Triple H, when he came back in Madison Square Garden,
yeah, dude.
you cannot
wait,
deny
wait,
he
wait,
looked
no.
like a fucking
Wait.
Greek fucking
Hold on,
god.
Yes,
hold on,
that was
hold
all
on,
steroids, but
hold on,
still,
hold
that was
on,
like,
hold on,
wow.
Hold on. What comeback? Because I recall a Royal
Madison
Rumble
Square
where
Garden.
he looked
When-
shitty.
Well, no, when he tore his fucking quad and he came
Madison
back at Madison
Square
Square Garden.
All right,
That
I'll
one.
allow
Greek
it. Okay. 'Cause
fucking
there was one
guy.
that he came back really fat.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Trips always idolized Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Don't know why, but okay.
He always wanted to be a bodybuilder before that. So, dude, when he was off and he put that friggin' pounds, I remember watching that. I'm like, by the way, hands down, I don't give a fuck what Punk did in these comebacks. Greatest comeback of all time was Madison Square Garden. Hands down.
For who?
Yeah, dude, for
For
Triple
Trips.
H.
For Trips.
Yeah, that
Best comeback ever.
Yep.
Fucking Jericho. He has the worst physique of all people.
Ooh,
Jericho right now,
Jericho's
yeah.
physique is terrible right now. Holy
Jericho
crap.
looks like that old school, like Mexican
Okay.
wrestler.
Bro,
I
but
actually
okay,
like
hold
his
on, hold
physique.
on, hold on, hold on.
Credit, bro. He's like almost 50.
Sure,
give
sure,
him
sure,
credit.
sure. He
dog.
never had the greatest physique to begin
But no,
with.
give him credit though, bro.
Okay, so you said who? Oh, what did
I
you
said
say?
Ravishing Rick Rude.
Ravishing Rick Rude. He
That guy had like
he
a
a good
20
physique.
pack, man.
John.
It went down to his dick.
Fuck. Yeah, ravishing Rick Rude. He had a pretty.
You can't
good
pick the
body.
same one.
No, I'm not going to. I gotta think. Go to Danny.
Danny, who you got?
I gotta think.
Yokozuna. No,
Yokozuna, earthquake, typhoon.
damn, bro. I don't know. That's fucking tough. They
Mae
are-
Young. Mae Young.
Man, but you know what though? Because a lot of these guys that had the good physique, they couldn't move in the ring.
Sure, but at this, we're excluding all of that. We're just
So
saying
you're just looking
best physique.
physique?
Physique.
Ravishing Rick Rude could move.
Fuck,
Sure.
man. But then you can't fucking take away Batista. And this when he first came out.
He didn't have a chest. He didn't have a great chest. He wasn't great. He wasn't symmetrical. He was a big, wide dude. He had nice like arms and shit, but like his chest, he wasn't a chest
But
guy.
no,
so-
like you said, like Triple H when he came back. He
he had a
when he
little bit of
came
everything.
back.
Triple H looked like an action figure.
Yeah,
when he
Triple
came
H.
back.
Sure,
I would have to say Triple H when he came back.
Trips
dude.
Trips had a better chest than
All of 'em.
than Batista. I would argue. To me, it's so you said Trips, right?
Triple H when he came back.
There was moments where Trips
His
was
return.
fat, but
I would
don't wanna
I
remember
would
those.
say Lex had a great physique.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Lex had a great physique.
yeah.
Yes, he did. Come on, bro. Seriously?
Yeah, Lex was
Lex had a
fucking
really
Yeah.
good physique.
Yeah,
Lex
he
was
did.
ripped.
When he was in WCW, like when he first started coming out, that
Warrior,
dude
Warrior though.
Warrior had a big, but he was super roided out though.
We just talked about physique. We're not
yeah.
talking details here.
I would say
Triple H when he came back, he was roided out.
I would say
Batista was roided out.
Lex. There's somebody else I'm trying to think of that has who had a really
Bobby Lashley looks
Bobby
like a
Lashley.
fucking Greek god.
Yep,
dude.
Bobby
that guy has
Lashley
always
right
been
now.
Yeah, he's got a
fucking
good physique, too.
insane, and he's never changed, man. His
No,
body's
he's
always
always
looked
looked the
the
same
same.
his whole entire run.
I mean, but let's be real. He's
He's what?
he's come
He's
on.
what?
He's athletic.
He's what?
I
don't know.
He's a
What is-
moreno. He's moreno.
He's got.
He's
That's gonna be edited
color
out.
right-
He's gonna do with
this color opposite of this one.
What is he gonna do? What is that got to do with it?
They're the best athletes in the world, bro. Let's be real. I mean, am I
Natural
fucking
athletes.
lying? Is LeBron not dominating the NBA at fucking 40?
I
Whatever
just
he is.
wanted- I just wanted to see what you were gonna say.
I was trying. I was.
He was so nervous.
No, I was playing it up. No, that was a work, guys. That was work. I was playing it up. I was selling that shit.
fooling
You were
y'all.
sweating, dog.
I was selling
Fooling
that
y'all. That was just jokes.
Hey, I'm safe, man. I'm Hispanic. I'm safe. I can say that shit.
I told you.
No.
My daughter.
He's like,
Listen, I would say Ultimate Warrior had a good physique in his prime. Lex had a really good physique. I think those two guys were like, when I think of physiques, they're the first ones that pop out in my mind.
what about Scott Steiner?
Ooh, but he was unproportioned though.
Yeah.
He didn't
No,
have.
not when he was younger.
Not when he. Not
Sure,
when
when he was with Rick, when he was in Rick and
fuck,
WWF,
man.
His
That was
Big
my
Papa
guy.
Pump run was just amazing. It was just.
but he was another one that didn't look like he had a lot of chest. But even
Well,
now,
he
had chest
did at one
problems.
point in
He
time.
did.
Once he had the heart surgery,
Yeah,
that's when the
something
chest got
happened to
fucked up.
where-
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, he has like this weird.
He
His
has the
muscle,
cave-in thing. He has the cave-in
But
thing
like
like
beforehand,
Jericho
dude was like he was there. During his Big Pop Up run, he was 100% complete. And this
Yeah,
is
but
before all the stupid fucking tattoos.
But you
also.
gotta remember when you think of like he would know when you think of like weightlifting and bodybuilding, right? It's not just how big it is. It sounded terrible.
It's not.
I mean, Hercules. If we're talking
how
just physique,
proportions-
Hercules was
didn't
also
you?
fucking
You guys
awesome.
were excited, didn't you?
Listen, it's more about being the symmetry of the body, how proportionate it is, how even it is. Steiner's biceps, as big as they were,
I would want them.
you gnawing on them, bro.
I want them on my dick. Dude.
You just want him to squeeze your
Oh,
feet.
dude, Big Bad
For
Booty
real?
Daddy
You
was
cut
awesome.
the, cut the circulation
On your
out that
dick?
shit.
Yeah,
no
you
mames.
Like, imagine if I had that freaking bicep on my
bro, yeah.
Got that weight.
Güey, tú
Está bien
beers,
hot
oílo,
el güey.
mira.
Está bien hot el güey.
Okay, a mí no me importa si es joto, güey, but I'm just saying, bro. Like, you get a little.
bicep on your dick. Yes, yes.
I don't know. I think, would you agree? Would he win a body contest?
Oh
Scott
yeah,
Steiner?
yeah, his younger years.
Yeah.
No, not his younger year. When he
His
was
Papa
big
Pump.
pump.
Pump, yeah, he would.
I would.
You think
I
he
would
would win
I
a-
would
at
argue
Very
yes.
first, yeah.
Yeah.
When
The
he
only thing
first
that-
came out as Big Papa Pump. Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing he
I'll
never
take it
had
back.
going
I'll
for
take it back.
himself was legs. So he was not complete. So I'll give you the unproportionate part.
He didn't need legs. He had Stacy Keebler.
That's
enough
before
leg.
that.
That's enough leg. Let
That
me
was
tell
before
you.
that. His
Su
best run was before
puta
that.
madre, esa cabrona estaba
Yeah.
buena.
Okay, so you know what? So now we're switching. You talk about bodies. Female wrestlers.
There's no such thing. I'm kidding. That's
Yeah,
not
this
a
guy
thing.
You
was
sexist
I wanna
asshole,
get
bro.
I
You
wanna get
sexist
canceled.
asshole.
No,
He went from
okay.
being racist to
Yeah,
sexist.
sexist, bro. Quick, dog. Man.
Jacqueline, just to be fair.
Jacqueline was jacked, man.
She was
Yeah,
jacked.
she
She
was
was
jacked.
jacked.
I'm
So
saying,
what do we are? What's the question?
the question is,
Nicole Bass.
Nicole Bass. Who the fuck is that?
who would you say, wrestling wise?
Women wise,
Yeah.
are we talking? So again, this one's even more separated because are we talking girl wrestlers that actually wrestle? Or are we talking like
No,
the
girl
Stacy
wrestlers. No,
Keeblers?
girl
and-
wrestlers actually wrestle.
Who's the best
Yep.
in the ring for me? Oh man,
Lita.
no. Lita, she was good, but she's
Lita would botch all the time.
yeah, she's not.
Yeah.
She's not like what they are now. I would say I like Becky, but she's good on the stick. That's probably why I like her more than anything.
She will tell you that she's not that good in the ring.
I do like Bailey.
Me
I think
too.
Bailey's good in the ring. She reminds me of like if she was a male counterpart would be like Mick Foley. Like she's not voluptuous, even though she kind of have a little bit of booty on her, but
Little bit of booty. What the fuck?
no,
Dude.
Man.
damn, these guys look at me
Bro.
crazy as shit.
I was like, have you
Like I
seen
just,
that thing?
I have seen it, but sometimes she looks like she's
You
wearing
need a
pumper.
widescreen to fit that
Yeah,
shit,
she look
dude.
like she's wearing a pumper sometimes though, bro.
Bro,
She needs to
best-
tell Danny about that.
Best booty in wrestling, bro. is
No, she
Bayley.
does not have the best booty. Anna Jay got that shit, bro. It's not
Okay,
that shit.
okay, one of the top.
Okay, she does have a little bit of booty on her. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Little bit.
Okay, she got booty on her. Okay, got it. Am I allowed? Am I good? Am I good now?
Man.
She got a lot of booty.
It's like
on her.
She got a
okay,
whole lot of
it's
cool
like me saying I got a little bit of hair. A little bit of hair. Motherfucker got no hair. Yeah. It's like saying that.
Okay, you know what? I'm inclined to agree with you.
He's inclined to agree that you're bald.
I'm inclined. Bailey to me is the best wrestler storyteller at the time. She's not too bad on the stick either. Besides them two, I mean, I don't really know the Asian girls. I don't know their names too much. Like Kyrie Zane,
Asuka and Kyrie Zane.
Asuka, I think Asuka can be good. I just think Asuka doesn't get she's kind of has the same problem that the one guy that kind of
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yes, like I think they have a shit ton of talent and they shine in certain parts of their career, but they're not translating right now the same way that they hit when they were like in NXT or wherever the hell they came from.
Well, that's why like
terrible.
That's why like
they came from.
that's why like with Asuka and Kyrie Sane and Io Sky, they got Bailey talking for them right now.
Right.
You know, which is good.
Yeah, because she's good at it.
Yeah, and then with Shinsuke Nakamura, now they started adding subtitles to his promo. He's speaking in his language, but they're just adding subtitle, which is good because he comes more fucking demonic.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Who's he fighting right now? He was fighting
Cody Rhodes.
Cody. Right.
Yeah.
So
now,
who
to
would
me,
you say?
Right now I like Rhea Ripley.
Rhea's. I think I liked. First of all, I don't like. Do you like her look now?
Yeah.
You think she looks better now than she did when she was younger?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not
All
a big
day.
fan of all the black.
No, I love it.
You like it?
Oh, yeah.
John, you
What'd
like
I
it,
tell
John?
you? What'd I tell you?
Yep.
Goth bitches with
Yep.
big booty. Oh, that's
Got
it.
bitches with big booties.
An Australian
Thing right
girl?
there, bro.
Yeah, the
Oh yeah, I
Stasi
love
girl.
her.
See? Yeah, bro.
I love her.
You just love her because she lifts weights.
Yeah.
the way
Have you? Do you know who Jordan Grace is?
Hey, the way
Jordan Grace.
the way
Do
he
you know who
closes
that
his
is?
eyes, he's like,
Oh, dude, I'm gonna rock your world after this shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
Did
you
you
so
say
much
you-
for your
wait,
spank bank. I'm gonna be like, yo, check this
I
out.
heard that wrong. I heard you want to rock his world.
Not like
he
that,
did.
but I'm
He
gonna
did say
fucking,
that.
I'm gonna fucking blow his mind,
you
bro.
wanted to
He's-
fucking bicep curl his
What-
fucking
what is
balls.
it?
What was the thing
he
you guys were
doesn't know
talking
who,
about?
he doesn't know who
Smacking the
Jordan Grace
chorizo?
is.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna be in love, dude.
Okay,
You're
Rhea
gonna-
Ripley. The thing about Rhea is, I'm not a huge fan of her look, but I get it. It works.
I love
I
her
get
look.
it works. That's fine. That's subjective, right? Whatever. I got it. I don't know if she's like a very, very good China to me, and I think
She's
could
a
be
better
more,
China.
Correct, but I think she can do so much more than I think they're trying to mold her into that kind of style, and I don't know because she's like the enforcer in the fucking Judgment Day.
China looked amazing, but she couldn't wrestle.
Yes.
Correct.
Different
Was she
era,
good
though.
talking too?
No, she
China
didn't really
wasn't-
talk too much either.
No. So
Well, then how do you even? It's
Rhea-
not even a
Rhea-
comparison.
it's how
China
they're
could
putting
speak
her.
Spanish, which was really hot.
Yeah.
Who can speak Spanish?
China.
China could speak
Yeah,
Spanish.
it was so hot.
And
Did
then
you watch Welcome to China or something like
One
that?
Night in China.
One night.
One night in
Yeah.
Mexico.
She was talking in Spanish. Sí, papi, sí.
She did Spanish commentary one time on Raw, and I was just
shit.
like, ¿qué?
See,
Cálmate.
I was like, su puta madre.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Daddy. What are you talking
I forgot what I was gonna say, bro. This guy talking about
Rhea Ripley.
No, I feel she's fucking great in the ring. She's great on the microphone. Like I feel she's got the whole package, dude.
The accent makes it even
Yeah.
sexier.
I do like her accent. I will say I do kind of like her accent.
I feel right
Okay,
now.
go ahead.
I feel like right now she's the
No,
top
she
of
is.
the chain. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously they're pushing her hard as hell.
Yeah.
She's the women's champ. She hasn't fucking
Like
lost.
a lot of people put a lot of smoke on Charlotte. Charlotte's great, but to me, I feel like Rhea Ripley's better.
I would argue that Rhea is the better draw because she attracts a different kind of like, oh my gosh, she's unique. I would argue that there is no one like on the planet that could wrestle like Charlotte.
Ah man,
Charlotte is just that good,
dude.
I think the only other one,
I have seen Charlotte look sloppy sometimes.
One-
but still, I
one
don't
of the
think
bet-
anyone. I don't think anyone can out wrestle her. I think the only person that can like at least get anywhere near her in terms of just wrestling ability, and it's kind of crazy that I even feel this way because they both come from the Horseman lineage. Is Tessa Blanchard? Like both of those girls can fucking work
But-
so well, but you know,
To me, one of the best matches of this past year's WrestleMania, out of both nights, one of the best matches was Charlotte and Rhea.
oh yeah,
That was one of the best matches.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So what about you? What do you think about female?
Me,
Yeah.
I already said it. Tessa and fucking freaking Charlotte.
Okay, that's what you're gonna stick with.
I mean, I have a sentimental favorite of fucking of Trish Stratus. Has always been like my all time favorite.
yeah.
But in terms of she just couldn't do it. In the ring.
But can we blame her?
No, she
Because
came
they
in
didn't.
there.
They came in. They brought them in
It's
to look
different
pretty,
the way
not
it
to
is
wrestle.
now. Yeah.
They just asked them to wrestle,
Exactly.
and they were really wrestling. They just
At that time?
swim around in some gravy.
At that
That's it.
time, you're talking like Luna, Victoria,
Oh,
were
Luna
probably the best two
Vachon?
wrestlers. Like in terms of
You like
females.
Luna
what
Vachon?
about what about you, John? Who you picking?
Luna Vachon is your,
That was
is your
a joke.
fatigue, right?
That was a
Hey,
joke.
who are you picking though? Who's your female?
No, I had a thing for Trish Stratus.
I think everybody had a chicken for
Yes.
Trish Stratus.
in that era.
I
She
took a-
was,
He's trying to give you
trying to
that
give
right
you
there,
that.
dog. He's
There
trying
you
to give
go,
you that
Papa.
right
I
there.
took a picture with Trish Stratus.
So did I.
I hate you.
Why?
That's my unicorn.
Where did you see her?
Stratford Mall.
When?
Oh, dude, a long fucking time ago, dog.
Mine was a long time ago too. Mine was the WrestleMania here in Chicago.
It might have been that weekend.
Because she was at the Best Buy store I worked at. It was her and Tori Wilson.
It was way before that, actually.
It was way before
because
that.
they had it was Trish Stratus, Bill Goldberg, Shawn Michaels, Hurricane, and Rosie.
But then it wasn't a WWF event then. Because how would Bill Goldberg and
No, it was because Goldberg was in WWE already.
Oh, at that time. Okay,
Yeah.
so it was. I thought you said way before. I'm sorry, I misheard you. You said way after. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Way after WrestleMania was in Chicago.
Yeah, yep.
Because the Chicago WrestleMania was a long time ago.
Yeah, 22.
So it was Trish and Tori were in my audio department signing autographs, and then before they came out, we got to take pictures with them. So we all went.
I would have been arrested.
I can't. I mean, I literally basically didn't even pay attention to fucking Tori Wilson at all. So she was there with the dog. With the puppy thing, because obviously that was her gimmick, and I'm just like giving her my back, like I'm not even looking at her. I'm just all on.
Isn't that crazy that like a woman that beautiful, you're like,
you know what's interesting?
Trish is here right now, girl.
This is more interesting. So I posted on one of Trish Stratus's more recent things that she posts. I commented, I'm like, girl, you look, I don't want to say more, but equally or more beautiful than you did when I met you, when I took a picture with you in one of the WrestleManias. And she goes, you mean the Best Buy thing? She responded to him like,
He's crossing his legs.
Holy shit,
madre.
she fucking responded. Bro, and she remembered. She, oh, yeah, I was there with Lita. And I'm like, yeah, that one. Yeah, I was just like that. Así, güey.
Yeah.
Así, güey.
Yeah.
Ponle dos.
No mames, güey. Pinche mentira de este cabrón, güey. No seas culero.
Give
Hey,
him a 12 ouncer.
that's a TikTok one right there. That one. That's a TikTok one. Holy shit. What else can we talk about for 5 more minutes? John, what do you want to talk about?
Is that all we got? 5 more minutes? 5 more minutes. What we got?
We're
Put me on the
at
spot
2 hours.
like
We're
that.
almost at 2 hours.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's
Still
all we've
haven't
been
heard
We
here?
got 43 minutes on
Oh,
memory
no.
card, so let's go.
No. Okay. Well, we got 5 minutes. What we got?
I'm also going on. I got to be on a plane early in the morning.
Where are you
tomorrow.
going, bro?
I got to go to Puerto Rico
Bendito.
again.
Oh, where? For what?
It's sad. I had a death in the family.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry, bro.
That's fine. No,
I'm
we're
sorry.
good. We're all good. We're all
my
good.
condolences.
No, it's okay. I mean, that's the only reason why, because I got to go pack and stuff.
Oh, shit, my bad.
It was last minute. You're all good, Papa.
No.
Jonathan.
We'll leave now, bro. We'll go fuck ourselves and leave.
Weightlifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about that.
Yeah. We can,
You gotta do it in your Arnold voice.
no, I can't.
Come on, bro.
No,
Get the chopper.
Come on. I've had so little practice. Can't do it.
Hey, you know what? Let's talk about your favorite Arnold movies.
Predator.
Jingle all the way.
Oh, you know what? I fucking love Jingle.
I
All
know,
the Way,
dude. I was watching it the other day. I
It's the
wasn't
best.
fucking joking.
Paul White's in that movie.
The best
Yeah.
Christmas movie of all time, isn't
Dude,
it?
I
You're
would
saying
agree.
a bit much. What?
I
I
did.
would agree.
Yeah.
He's
I
he's
would.
like, screw this. I'm going on the airplane
It's
already.
It's Home Alone 1A, 1B.
I
Home
get it.
Alone, Jingle All the Way.
Put the cookie down.
Oh my God.
Personally, my favorite
No.
Christmas movie is Gremlins, but you know,
Gremlins.
No.
Gremlins
You guys
Happy
are
That
out of
Christmas.
My favorite Christmas movie is Showgirls.
put the ice.
Is that a movie?
Use the ice on your nipples.
That's a Christmas movie, isn't
You
it?
guys remember when that
I don't
movie
think
came
it's
out
a
when we were
Christmas
kids?
Movie, but
No?
I remember that movie very well.
Daddy thought it was
I got
Christmas.
towels. I got towels.
Oh, yeah.
He's
You
on
guys
her
remember
fucking
when that
rag.
movie first hit the theaters and it was like NC-17?
Yeah.
I
Bro.
remember like going like,
It was just because fucking it was Jesse from Saved by the Bell. I was like, no,
Yeah.
I'm his way for real.
oh, but I just remember like I've never heard of NC-17
Dude, knock
prior
it
to
out.
that.
I don't even think she was all
The
that
acting
pretty.
was so bad I couldn't even masturbate
Okay,
to
but
that.
to me,
Like, it was fucking.
I wasn't
Hey.
looking at the acting, dog.
Hold on.
He's
Hold on.
like, someone bring out the Sears catalog. This ain't doing it for
Hold
me.
on, hold on. Talk about movies that have sexual content, right?
Content, yes.
Su puta madre. I forgot that
Halle Berry
Halle Berry
was
has
fucking
all-
Monsters Ball.
Su
Fucking
fucking
she's
puta madre.
like this, bro.
Bro.
Dude, it's not even the sexual aspect. It's the fucking word she says.
What is bro?
I think I
couldn't-
forgot. Make me feel good or something.
Yeah,
like
make
that.
me feel.
And I remember just going like,
fucking
Bro.
Billy Bob Thornton.
yeah.
Dude,
Wait,
I have a whole no high respect
Angelina
for Billy
Jo-
Bob Thornton,
I
bro.
mean-
Listen,
I love him.
bro. Here's the crazy part. So my friend at work, probably should have said this on the air, but a friend of mine at work,
Yeah, what's her name?
we talked about it, right?
Okay.
We were talking about that, about the best sex
Name names,
scenes,
bro.
And hold on, and he mentioned that one, and I'm like, bro, I don't remember it. He's like, I'm gonna find it for you. But you had to go on a porno site to fucking find shit.
Really?
Dude, I did not remember that it was that fucking.
Graphic?
Do you,
her-
do you remember the movie Swordfish?
Yes, of course.
That was the
Remember
first
that
time
the
they
topless
showed her,
scene?
Yeah.
I remember just going like,
I'm sorry. She has an amazingly cute ass.
Yeah.
Like her booty is so fucking amazingly shaped.
how long we got on this thing? Because we're talking booties now.
41 minutes.
Add another 2 hours, bro.
Another 2 hours booty
Puta
talk.
madre.
Booty
That
booty
was-
talk.
I totally forgot that shit was that fucking graphic, bro. He was beating that shit up. He was beating that shit up. Su puta madre.
Small ass too. What is, he's like $150.
Bro, that was
Fuck a little,
Soaking
little
wet.
skeleton fucking
Never
man.
mind.
It's
Never
that's
mind.
the sluttiness of that scene that made it really good.
Bro, la pone de cuatro goma al frente de la cama, güey. No, mames.
Do we need an SAP button for that shit?
Como el perrito. Como el
That's
perrito.
why we say it in Spanish. The algorithm doesn't understand.
Doggy
Sí,
style.
güey. Como me gusta, güey. Como el perrito,
There you
güey.
go.
Brother, estaba cabrón eso.
Bow wow wow.
Yeah.
Man, no, I don't know what to talk about. Okay, let's say who has the best movies wise? Who's the finest actress that you know, or that you would want a scene with? Any kind of scene with?
Oh man, that's rough. That's rough.
Actress
There's
or
so
just
many over
Actress.
the years.
Let's go actress.
Jenna Jameson back in the day.
Fuck, dude.
Jenna Jameson.
Back in the day, I said not now.
Not an adult actress. Like a
Yeah,
fucking
let's keep it.
regular.
Let's keep it regular.
Let's
actress.
keep it right. I was just messing around. All right, let's see.
Halle Berry was. I wouldn't say she's my favorite, but
You know what? I can say actress because she's about to come out in a Netflix movie. So I can say her. Because I'm trying to convince my wife that she's my best.
okay. Let's say you could pick. We'll give three, and we'll finish with this conversation. Three girls,
Fucking
3 of them?
3 actresses.
Okay. Shit. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, you're an actor, so you. If
I
you had to
know.
work
I know.
With these
There's a lot of them,
actresses,
dude. I'm trying
But
to
then they
think.
would, like, if I was to work with Megan Fox, they would have to tape it to my
That's
leg.
what, that was one of them I was going to say.
They would literally
That's
have
one
to
of them.
gaff tape
That's
my
one of them.
penis
I
to
was
my
going
leg.
to. I swear. Wait, who?
I said Megan Fox.
Oh, no, never mind.
The fact that she's with like,
Never mind.
I mean,
not,
I wasn't
not Megan
gonna
Fox.
say her. I was just
Not
saying
Megan
she's a
Fox.
pretty girl.
the
I was-
fact that
I
she's
was
with
gonna
Machine
say-
Gun Kelly, like,
No.
kinda like kills,
I was
kills
going
the
to say.
fucking boner.
I was going to say Megan Good.
Megan Good is pretty.
That's what I was
Megan
going to
Good
say.
She's pretty.
beautiful.
Yes.
Okay,
Mine
who
is-
wants to go first?
Okay, go ahead. You guys
I can't even think of anything
John.
right now.
Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah.
He had a thing for fucking Kelly Osbourne.
I don't know what it
so
was.
Dude,
I don't know what it
I'm
was
with
either.
you. I'm with you. So,
No.
dude, look, hear me
There was
out.
something about that show
You're
that made her
drunk.
Yes.
fucking cute. I don't know what
Dude,
it was.
She was not hot. Like I get that, but she's fucking Ozzy Osbourne's daughter.
Yeah. And she was
Same
funny.
reason.
She was hilarious.
Same reason that you go,
Dude.
Stephanie McMahon is hot. Why? She spits McMahon's daughter.
Dude, but Stephanie McMahon at least
Same
was hot.
reason that Charlotte Flair is hot. Why? Because she's Ric Flair's
Charlotte Flair
daughter.
has no ass.
I don't give a fuck.
Listen,
I would do that
on.
just so that I can say I was inside of Flair.
We got to
inside of Flair.
we
You're
got
gonna
to
give her.
because I got to piss again.
You're gonna give her the
my God.
helicopter thing like Rick.
Just so that I can say I was inside of Flair.
Listen.
Who the fuck is that?
Okay. So who'd you say? You said
I don't know, man. I don't have a favorite.
you don't have a
Like,
favorite? Nobody you would want to work with or whatever.
I always had a thing for Angelina Jolie back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Angelina Jolie was always like at the top of the list. But like I don't know, man. I've always been into like horror movies. So like
He's been in the horrors.
horror movies,
Horrors.
horror movie
Horror
characters
movies.
were
Horrors, yeah.
horror movies. But I don't know. There's none that really popped to mind where I go, oh my god, they're the ones. They're the ones. But like I said, Angelina Jolie, and I can remember being a kid. Sofia Vergara was fucking amazing.
I got to piss really bad.
Dale, güey.
Sofia Vergara.
Dale, real quick. Dale, he's peeing on himself.
Harley Quinn.
Margot
That's
Robbie.
that's a freaking character.
You mean the cartoon? The
Oh,
90s
no.
cartoon?
Margot Robbie is freaking
Margot
Margot
Robbie.
Robbie.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. Goddamn, Brooke Shields, hot. The girl from Starship Troopers, hot.
Oh yeah, that girl was.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Oh, how about the girl from freaking Wayne's World?
Oh, Teal.
The Asian one?
Yeah. Tia Carrera.
Yeah,
Okay.
back in the day.
Mine is quick. Fucking Scarlett Johansson, Megan Fox, and fucking when she was young, I found her fucking attractive. Was
gonna say
Kelly
something
Clarkson when she
stupid.
was young. When she was really young, and she was still
Oh
skinny.
my god!
Okay, so I'm gonna go with
Topanga.
I was just about to say that. I gotta take a piss real quick. So I'm gonna go with Topanga, Megan
Oh,
Good.
Amy Jo Johnson. Su puta madre. Se me olvidó.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
yes.
I gotta go with Topanga.
What
Megan,
about Winnie from the Wonder Years?
Megan Good and Carol G.
No, vamos a tener que traerle un vaso a este güey. Okay, let's end it right here, guys. You guys had a good time?
Hey, great time. Did you guys have a good time?
Absolutely.
I feel
Thank you
like
for
we didn't
inviting
speak
Absolutely.
about
We're gonna bring
anything.
you guys again so we can have some more time and maybe we'll have a little portable potty here.
I'm gonna need one, dog.
All right, everybody good? Everybody good?
Yeah,
Everybody
let's do
good?
it.
All right. That's going to be our show for tonight. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, everything we said is in our opinion, and if you don't agree with it, that's too bad.